And welcome, ladies and gentlemen, here to the Lewis County Scoop Sports broadcast of the Highland High School Homecoming. I'm your play-by-play Remington Yates. Alongside me, Jacob Jailing, bringing you the action here from Highland High School here in the Josh Houchins Memorial Press Box here, as the Highland Cougars will take on the Palmyra Panthers here at Homecoming. Jacob, it is a lovely night out, a little warm, but as the sun's going to go down, it's definitely going to cool up a little bit.
Yeah, it's just a little bit toasty. Like you said, it's homecoming here, so a lot more fans in the action. Palmyra almost being about 30 minutes away. They also have a lot of fans here, so look for a good game tonight. Hopefully, the Cougars can get their first win of the season.
It is a Clarence Cannon Conference matchup between these two teams, but they are not in the same class or district this year. Last year they were. Palmyra representing the Class 2 District 7, where they are currently fourth in the standings. Meanwhile, Highland in Class 1 District 8, where they sit third in the standings. And definitely for me, Highland really, I think, I don't really say the term a must win very often, but for me, this is a must win for the Cougars. The Milan has an opponent that they have beaten the last 2 or 3 years, so they've got that for them. And then South Shelby has Clark County, who are both winless, so somebody has to win that game tonight unless it somehow ends in a draw.
Oh, yeah. I mean, you're sitting here looking, Palmyra, of course, changing classes, so their population or their enrollment goes higher, so they move up classes.
We actually dropped the class.
Yeah.
They stayed where they were,
We
so yeah.
dropped. So then, yeah, we dropped down. I mean, that puts you in a different situation because now, I mean, you're third in Class 1 District 8. Palmyra is fourth. So it's pretty impressive because the two teams in front of you are undefeated with 3 wins, and that's Putnam County and Scotland County. And then every other single team in our district is Highland, Milan, and South Shelby, all with 3 losses. So it's really interesting to see how that plays in effect. Whereas if you were still in the same, if you were in the district with Palmyra, you'd be in dead last right now with Clark County. But this is still that really doesn't change much here. I mean, one of the closest schools here to Highland, and like you said, it's a must-win for Highland.
And so, of course, this game does mean a lot to Highland, but it also is going to mean a lot to Palmyra. Last Friday night in Macon, Missouri, the Palmyra Panthers were taking on the Macon Tigers in a Clarence Cannon Conference matchup and a Class 2 District 7 matchup when senior wide receiver and defensive back Jatavion Thomas, JT Thomas mostly known as, suffered a spinal cord injury in that game. He was shipped off to Columbia Hospital and received immediate surgery and everything. As of recent updates, he's been conscious, he's been alert. They had some physical therapy today. I saw on a post on Facebook today, and he was sitting up and smiling. And it's rough to talk about. It's a hard thing to talk about. Our prayers, our condolences are with the Palmyra community, are with the Palmyra football team, his parents, and with Jatavion Thomas himself.
Yeah, it's really unfortunate when that happens. Football is a contact sport, but even in high school, you really don't see big injuries. You might see a concussion here or there, but to see that very unfortunate event happen is really sad to see. And you just hope for the best, but it's really good that he got immediate treatment. And like you said, doing well today, getting physical therapy already setting up. That's something really great to see out of him.
And Coach Justin Hutchings in the pregame huddle, the biggest thing he said when they were warming up and everything, he said, every play's for number 4, every play for 4. And so, they are playing very emotional tonight. They are going to look to try and get a win here for Thomas. So really 2 big wins. They're looking for a big bounce back victory from their loss against Macon. They're looking for, a win for Jatavion Thomas. And so, and Highland's needing this win if they want to stay at third in the standings. So both teams are going to look for that win that they need here. Palmyra 2-1 in the season so far. Highland 0-3. So Highland took the loss to Brookfield 52-6, while Palmyra lost to Macon 27-12. So this is a very high stakes game here.
Yeah, you want to try to flip the tide here as start to get some wins against Palmyra as Palmyra leads the series since 2010. Palmyra is 15-2. Last year, Palmyra won the game 46-6. So hopefully turn things around with this one. And the last one that Highland won was in 21 and in 22. 21, that game was won by only 4 points, 24-20, and in 22 via a forfeit.
Yeah, I don't remember what the forfeit was for, actually. We won't go too much into it, though, but I don't remember what that one was for overall. But of course, you look at these two teams there, Jacob. I mean, Highland's got 4 seniors, 6 juniors, 10 sophomores, and 4 freshmen. Meanwhile, Palmyra, 9 seniors, 11 juniors, 7 sophomores, 18 freshmen. So both teams do have a bit of youth, but Palmyra definitely has a little bit more senior leadership.
Yeah, that senior leadership is a big deal. I know, and wherever you're at, whether it's in Class 6 or Class 1, you need that leadership there because you guys show the young guys this is how you play football. This is how you play football at your certain high school. And each high school does have their own identity, and that comes from the veteran presence.
This is the 2025 Class 2 state champion in the girls' 1,600-meter run, Highland's own Chevy Sharp and her head coach, Keely O'Brien.
As they honor Chevy Sharp, who won state in track and field just last year. I was not able to go, but I was able to watch the race from home. And my goodness, a huge come from behind victory. It was on the back straightaway. She made her move, came around turn 3 and 4, and just did not let anybody catch up to her as she just took that race there in the last lap. So, and of course, all her other achievements as well. And of course, if you hear a lot of wind blowing through the microphone, I'm probably looking over towards Jacob's direction, and I got a fan blowing right into my microphone. So,
Are you trying to brag that you got a fan?
yeah. Do you need a little bit of air too? I can probably turn this thing to be a little more.
I'm all good.
You good? All right. If you say so.
I ain't soft.
Of course, though, here's a thing for me as well.
Thank you.
Here's a big thing for me here, Jacob, is we look at this Palmyra coaching staff, and we were talking about before the game, 3 former Culver Stockton College Wildcats. You've got Justin Hutchings, who is a first-year head coach for Palmyra, came from Charleston as a head coach. And so then you have Dalton Huffman, who is the defensive coordinator for this team, and then Isaac Williamson. And Dalton Huffman, for me, he's the wrestling coach as well at Palmyra High School. He's also all-time leading tackles at Culver Stockton College for defensive players. So definitely, Culver Stockton product, also a graduate of Hannibal High School and everything. So, they've got some success on their coaching staff.
Yeah, when you have that experience, that's probably where Palmyra is getting a lot of their determination is from this almost young and determined coaching staff. I mean, when you have people that young, you get new ideas coming in, you get a little bit new inflow of what's going to happen. So it's really nice to get some of these players, and especially some of these players or former players and now coaches that are from this area.
And of course, this is the pregame show brought to you by Phillips Heating and Cooling and Plumbing here tonight. Also, this broadcast is brought to you by Richard Horner Shelter Insurance, Jeff Whiston Farm Bureau Insurance, Mike Stauffer Farmers Co-op, Murphy's Brothers Gas Station, Ayers Oil Company, B&B Farms, Towing Trucking, Design It in the Wild Tiger Boutique, Autumn Harvest Farms, your founding sponsors of the Lewis County Scoop, Forks Carpet Cleaning, Sharps Custom Detailing, Phillips Heating and Cooling, Arnold's Funeral Home, and Fleer Feed Incorporated. All wonderful sponsors. Thank you for bringing Lewis County Scoop football, or bringing Lewis County Scoop sports to the airwaves. As the Highland Marching Band makes its way to the field, led by Mr. Nathan Sparks. Yeah, when it comes down to tonight, though,
The starting offense for your home team, Highland Cougars. Trying that wide receiver option.
And we'll have to turn down the PA man, Paul Cybers. I hate to do that. Tonight is, it's high school football. It's Clarence County Conference matchup, but both these teams are going to be playing for Jatavion Thomas. I mean, some of the Highland kids saw JT as their friend. Highland or Palmyra players played alongside him. They were brothers in arms and all that. So everyone's going to be emotional here tonight. It's going to be an emotional game all around.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, another tragic event, but stuff like this really can rally a community, even this close community here. Even cities that are 30 minutes away can still rally to places. I know something bad really happened in St. Louis, where I'm from, the entire city would rally.
It's not just, Highland and Palmyra, it's Monroe City, it's Clark County, South Shelby, all the Clarence County Conference schools and all the other local schools like Bowling Green, Louisiana, all of them have given, they've opened up donating trays and stuff like that for JT Thomas as we will go to the national anthem. As that is the national anthem, and we are about ready for some high school football here on the Lewis County Scoop Sports Network. Hey, Jacob, I look down, we keep talking about JT Thomas. Hey, you look at some of the Highland cheerleaders down there, they're actually wearing orange ribbons in their hair for JT Thomas here tonight.
Yeah, and that's just going back to what we're talking about is community rallying together. Your competitors on the field, but everyone's working together, to build a life, build something good, something great. And then that's all this is about character and creating good people for this world to be put into.
That's great. Starts.
As a good little crowd from Palmyra has made their way up here. A little student section has built down here on our far left corner. Or right corner, actually. I got my directions all mixed up now.
Well, we have a I want to say a big thank you on behalf of the Football Moms Club. Are you the Football Moms Club sponsorship?
As I look down, there's actually so I do some work for Muddy River News as well and Muddy River Sports. And I see Mr. Shane Holsey down on the sideline from Muddy River Sports as now we're starting to Snapchat each other back and forth.
Months chart and on off the field. Who's your plan?
As the Cougars are going to start making their way out here along with some of the youth Cougars as well. They'll have a game tomorrow at home against Mark Twain as they take on the Tigers. I'm going to be here for that one. I got a pair of younger cousins playing and some youth football. As Iron Man will take over the PA system. We do have a halftime guest lined up for tonight. I'm excited for that one. As that'll be a time where Jacob will gladly get a bit of a break and everything, but I'll do a halftime interview as here's the Highland Cougars lining up at the end zone. Carrying Old Glory and a Highland Cougar flag. And here they come. Led by Chris Gauss through the banner they go. And that's going to be one of the key players to look out for here tonight. It's going to be the number 7 of Christopher Gauss in the running back position. You're going to want to watch out for Dawson Hedges in the quarterback's position as well here tonight. And you're definitely going to watch out for Porter Peters, Xavier Santiago on the wings.
Yeah, we saw last time. Last time we were at Highland was against Scotland County. You saw a big brace through for Connor Gauss, or Chris Gauss, but then he kind of got shut down after halftime, getting small yardage where he's finding big breakaway plays in the first half. So let's hopefully see if he can keep those big break plays going throughout the entire game.
I think the last guy you're going to want to watch out for, you won't be able to hear much about him, but it's that 5'6", it's the 56 of Tyson Voth on the O-line, being the senior offensive lineman, along with Maddox Wade. But Tyson Voth has definitely been a captain on this team, as he will probably go out for the coin toss. So your captains are the number 3 of Porter Peters. It's going to be the 56 of Tyson Voth. It's going to be the number 7 of Christopher Gauss. And it's going to be the number 6 of Ashton Schultz. And they'll be joined with Coach Caleb Arnsman, Coach Hutchings, along with number 51 of Jared Ridout. And, well, now I can't see the rest of them, as the Cougars will go out as well. And here come the Palmyra Panthers, locked arm in arm all together, as they will join at half field to commend JT Thomas. And again, like we said earlier, if you are just now joining us as well, we send our prayers, our thoughts, our condolences to JT Thomas, his family and everything, and hope for a speedy recovery and everything. You just hope to be able to have, some normalcy in life. A spinal injury like that, I mean, can just devastate you. It could devastate a whole family.
Yeah, and this is just what it's doing, is showing this unity together.
As I believe Palmyra will receive. They won the toss, so they will receive in the first half. And so they will play to the south, and Highland will try and go to the northern end zone. Highland wearing their brown and gold with white helmets, brown stripe down the middle, as they will all join around the center circle for a moment of prayer.
As many of you know, last Friday night, our senior JT Thomas suffered a catastrophic neck and spinal cord injury during the Panthers varsity football game at Macon. JT was immediately transported to University Hospital in Columbia, where he has undergone several major surgeries and is currently recovering in the ICU. JT and his family have a long road to recovery. This homecoming week, the Highland Student Council, led by Mrs. Kim Bearhorse, hosted hat days that allowed students to donate money to JT and his family. In return, they were allowed to wear a hat during the school day. We've placed donation buckets in the concession stands to allow everyone the opportunity to donate to JT and his family. The Highland cheerleaders are doing flips for JT for a free will donation. The cheerleaders will do some type of flip for the crowd, and finally, 1/2 of all the tonight's gate proceeds will also be donated to JT to help him in his road to recovery. Tonight, we in Cougar Nation stand with those in Palmyra country to help JT, his family, his football family, and his school family to do whatever we can to help this young man overcome this terrible and unfortunate injury. JT, Highland, and Cougar Nation wish you well, and we are praying for your speedy recovery.
Father, I come to you tonight to ask for your power and your strength.
As prayer will conclude, we will get ready for some high school football on a very emotional night here in Lewistown, Missouri. Last bits of huddle going on down on the field. So, Jacob, when you're Palmyra and you're receiving the ball first here, what are some things you're going to immediately want to try and do with that ball?
Immediately got to start to score. And I mean, both teams are going to have to figure out what's going to work, what's not going to work. You're going to have your original game plan going into this game, but then you're going to have to change it as the game goes on. That's just how football works. You make a plan, you expect the plan to fail, make up the backup plan, execute the backup plan. So he'll go through that as we'll see the kickoff here.
As Cooper Hinton will do the squib kick, it takes a little bounce, and Palmyra will down it at the 45. So the plan doesn't fully go to work for the Cougars, as they probably wanted to try and get a onside kick there and get a recovery. But Palmyra will start at, well, they'll give them the 44-yard line there.
I mean, you got the bounce that you wanted, a nice tumbling, rolling ball, but it was just a little bit too powerful, went a little bit far.
As it will be quarterback Ryland Compton in the backfield. He'll hand it off. He's going to go up the middle. He'll lose it. We got a fumble, and I think Highland might come up with it here.
There's a fumble on the flag.
Cougar football is called. The Cougars will get it to work anyway.
Man, that's not how you want to start for Palmyra. I mean, that's huge momentum just right off the get-go like that. That's really good. Really good start for Highland there.
So a handoff, a good little run there, but it got knocked out of their hand. And so now Highland will take over just on their own 47-yard line. Now you don't want to give it back here either. Here's a snap. He'll hand it off to Gauss. Gauss runs up the middle. He'll get wrapped up, and he'll make it back to the original line. And it'll be 2nd and 10 with 11:41 remaining here in the first quarter of action.
So just a run. The hole opened up, but it also opened up for the Palmyra defense, and he got tackled immediately right at the line.
Gauss in the backfield. He'll go 2 on the right, 1 on the left. Here's a snap. He's going to step back. He's going to go the screen pass over to Peters. Peters had to jump up to get that one, and he'll get tackled for a loss.
Hodges passes from Blues number 3, Porter Peters. Tackle made by number 17, Max Ingram. That'll bring up 3rd.
So now you're at 3rd and 14 now. It's going to be another pass.
A loss of 3 there. And so we'll go same play. 1 on the left, 2 on the right, 1 on the left, way offset. As now there's going to be a jet sweep here. They will hand it off. It's Porter Peters as he's going to get some room, but immediately wrapped up and brought down there by the number 9 of Tyler Spicknall, the senior for Palmyra. As no yardage really gained for Highland, they'll send out the kicking team, and it'll be Cooper Hinton to be the kicking. Which for a freshman, I mean, he has just shown a boot, and in the few games that I've got to call, I wish you could have joined me for almost every game, though, Jacob. Me and Jeff, I mean, we could have probably made a 3-man broadcast work.
Yeah, maybe.
No, not in that Mark Twain press box, though. That Mark Twain press box is really small. As there's a punt, we'll get a flag on the field, though. As it's fielded at about the 20-yard line, he's going to break away as he is brought down at the... But there is a flag in the backfield, probably maybe a hold by me, or...
Heath Fieldcamp had the tackle on that one. He started to thump, or the runner for Palmyra started to trip up a little bit, and Fieldcamp just finished it off, grabbing his foot, making him fall down there at the 48-yard line.
We'll see. Holding offense. So, yep, that penalty is declined.
Results of the play get a first down and 10 for the Panthers at 43.
So 9:58 here in the first quarter. It's 0-0 the score. Highland had a big break there, but not able to make anything of it. So now they'll send up defense back again, running a 4-4 defense. As there's a jet motion in the backfield, they're going to hand it off to the number 9 as he gets wrapped up and brought down. He'll gain maybe about 4 on that one, but did not get far enough.
That motion from the wide receiver on the right side moves over, so there's no receiver on the right side, and they're just going to hand it off.
And it drew that cornerback off, and yeah.
Spicknall right there on the run.
There's a handoff. It's Spicknall again, wrapped up, but he got free, and he'll probably get it. Yep, they'll say he gets it. A little bit of a shove from his own teammates, and he'll get it. And you got to look at this. There's a lot of big guys on that Palmyra line. I mean, Highland is no joke either, but I think when it comes down to the size matchup, I think Palmyra has a little bit more height on it, too.
Yeah, Palmyra's got a little bit more power with that height. They can get up under the pads, push a little bit harder with their big legs.
Palmyra is going to go with 2 on the right, 1 in the backfield, running back. As there's a snap, Compton will take it, and they'll do a double reverse there as he's going to break it up down the midfield, and that's the number 12 of Rayson Miller, who is brought down at the 5-yard line. They might they'll bring it back just a little bit. They'll say at about the 7, probably 8.
So at the start of the snap there, the tight end starts moving to the left as Spignall gets it handed off to him. And then I believe it was the number 12 of Miller that was on the end there. Or no, yeah, number 12 of Miller was the one that was moving.
Compton takes a snap, hands it off to Spicknall. Spicknall up the middle, gets wrapped up, brought down, but he's very close. Brought down at about the 2-yard line.
Second ball slot, 3-yard lines,
Look for Palmyra now to punch this one in.
1 on each side. There's a snap, quarterback draw. As that wasn't even the quarterback. That's the number 11 of Jason Osberg, a freshman in the backfield. As he took the snap and ran it in. He is marked down as a QB, though, actually.
So
they marked Compton as a starter, but it looks like they're going to go with Ryan Osberg in the backfield, or Kason Osberg in the backfield. Osberg takes a snap. He's going to pass up, and he's immediately going to get pressure, and he'll just chuck it towards the end zone. So no 2-point conversion. 6-0 your score, 8:06 remaining. We'll take a break and be back after this.
Old Trapper beef sticks, 2 for $4. Save $4 on select Icon meats. Plus save $2 on Stoker's Tubs. Erico reward members get double points on all promotional items. Let's go, Erico.
Arnold's Funeral Homes in Canton and Lewistown have been serving the area community for 5 generations. They're thankful to be an important part of the community. They provide compassionate funeral and cremation services to the community with a focus on honoring the memory of loved ones. They also offer professional and respectful services to support families during difficult times. That's Arnold's Funeral Homes in Canton and Lewistown, family service since 1898.
This broadcast is brought to you by Corks Carpet Cleaning, providing commercial and residential cleaning services. They are the carpet cleaning choice in Northeast Missouri. Give Eric a call at 573-423-6523.
And welcome back, 8:06, 6-0 your score. Palmyra has the lead right now. After a Kason Osberg quarterback draw on the 2-yard line. And so they will kick off here. It will be the number 55 of Alex O'Brien. They'll send that one up the middle, and it's going to get picked up by Porter Peters. Peters is going to cut across over the far side. He's going to break out. Oh, my goodness. He's at the 30, the 20, the 10. Highland responds with a touchdown. Porter Peters.
Big Porter Peters run as the ball kind of has some backspin and it scares when it hits the ground and he just feels it cleanly. And he starts on the near side hash marks and just works his way up to hash and then to the numbers to the sidelines, finding that lane all the way up on the far side to put the Cougars up. Now, tied with Palmyra, as that's a big answer for the Highland Cougars.
Well, here we go for the 2-point conversion. They're going to send up late substitution here. As they won't get it, looks like they went for the Cougar crawl, but did not get it. As they went with 2 receivers on the side, 2 backs in the field. So, as there was a late offensive lineman making his way out into the field there. He didn't even make it to the field of play. Probably would have made a difference on that, too. Well, 7:55 remaining here. We're tied up at 6 apiece. We'll take a break and be back here on the Lewis County Scoop Sports.
Snack and save this week at Airco. Snickers and Twix, 2 for $4.50. Haribo Gold Bears, 2 for $4. Tootsie Twin Bars and Butterfinger Bars, just 2 for $4. Dots Pretzels, 2 for $8. And don't forget Combo Stuffed Snacks, 2 for $5. Airco reward members get double points on all promotional items. Let's go, Airco.
With the winter weather ending, your car is going to need a real deep cleaning, but you can't find the time. Take it to Sharp Custom Detailing in Lewistown, Missouri. They'll make your car look like it just came off the lot. Give us a call at 660-341-1269. This broadcast is brought to you by Corks Carpet Cleaning, providing commercial and residential cleaning services. They are the carpet cleaning choice in Northeast Missouri. Give Eric a call at 573-423-6523.
Welcome back here. Henley Snow got down on the onside kick attempt there from Highland Cougars on Cooper Hinton. I'm kind of curious why they're not letting Cooper just send it down the field and giving Highland or Palmyra some pretty good field position. But, I mean, if it worked where you got a fumble recovery, maybe you can get it again. Back to a 4-4 defense once again. 2 receivers. One's going to go with the motion across. We'll get a flag. False start on Palmyra.
That's going to be on the number 51. Jared Rideout jumped the gun a little bit early there.
We won't typically try and name names. It's still high school sports. So, who cares?
So now,
I mean, when it comes down to the official
15,
ruling,
so
yeah, when it comes down to the official ruling, they just say it's on the team. So, yeah. So Palmyra will keep the down, but they're back now another 5 yards. There's a snap. They're going to fake it and pass up the middle, broken up by the number 17 of Brock Schneider, the big man, making it break up there. 6 foot 195 junior. Starting pitcher for the Highland Cougars in baseball there. Jacob, I know you're a baseball guy. You got your Culver Stockton baseball hat rocking on tonight. Yeah. Palmyra is what we didn't get the Palmyra jerseys. They're wearing white with orange numbers. Tried a hard count there to try and draw somebody off sides, not able to get it.
They are getting Goss out of his rhythm there, though.
As is Compton now in the backfield, as there's another fumble, but he's able to get it. It's the number 9 of Tyler Spicknall. He got stuck behind one of his own guys and couldn't get around him and got dragged down for a loss.
Levi Dent and Chris Gauss were on the tackle there. This ball security by Palmyra to start this game has been poor, and that's going to cost you.
So it looks like we're going with kind of a 2-quarterback system, I guess. I don't know what Palmyra's got going on here, but they've got Riley Compton in the backfield. They'll hand it off. Then they'll do the same play again where they'll hand it off to the number 12 of Rayson Miller. He'll get dragged down. Still no gain, and it's 4th and long for the Palmyra Panthers.
So yet again, how that's going to be, it's going to be handed off to Spicknall, and then the number 12 of Rayson Miller comes to meet Spicknall to I guess get the handoff on the reverse.
Because it's a backwards handoff, then it's a forward flip. So it's not a double pass in any shape or form. As looks like they will punt it. Good little punt there from the number 11 of Kason Osberg.
Nice backspin.
As it'll take a Highland bounce, it'll go to the 31. where it'll get fielded by, it looks like Henley Snow. So Highland's got some work here to do. It's tied up 6-6, 6:32 remaining here in the first quarter.
Now it's time to see how this Highland offense is going to actually work for this game against Palmyra.
And you know this coaching staff is a Culver Stockton coaching staff when you look across and they have the number cards to run the defense.
Yeah. And they got the 3-man front.
There's a handoff. It is. I didn't see who got the
Chris
ball.
Gauss.
It was Gauss with the ball. Are they running the 3-4?
Yeah.
Wow. So they are taking a little play out of the Tom Sally playbook, which, of course, I mean, Dalton Huffman is the defensive coordinator, which you and me, when we've had free time, we've talked a lot about the 3-4 defense, its upsides, its downsides. The great thing about the 3-4 is it's great for flexibility with your linebackers. You can use your linebackers to rush in on the run and block it up, or you can use it to offset the receivers and everything. There's a snap back. He'll pass it out, not able to get it. It's the 13 of Xavier Santiago. Good little defensive play there from the number 7 of Jackson Gibson.
Yeah, he had Gauss coming out on his little swing route, and then it looked like a little bit of a post right there, but a little bit thrown behind, so he has to just stop and try to catch it, and it doesn't work out for him. So now you got 3rd and 11.
So 3rd and 11 on the 30-yard line. 2 on the left, 1 on the right. Here's a snap. He's going to step back. Hedges looks. He's going to get swallowed up and brought down for a huge loss. And so they'll probably bring out the punting team after that.
Yeah, that puts Hedges at 50% now on passing. There's nothing happening. I mean, Palmyra's starting with 3 linemen down and then bringing up 2 more. So that's 5 on 5 for your linemen. Pretty hard to combat if one of those linebackers get off of your offensive lineman.
Now, easily one of your biggest ways to help your run game when you're facing a 3-4 defense is to put 4 receivers, because then they have to draw off their linebackers. As there's a snap, and that punt, a high fly ball. It's going to get roll. It's going to go past the 50. It's going to go to the 40. Take some good Highland bounces there and puts Palmyra at the 40-yard at their own 40-yard line.
So now with 5:04, 6-6, both teams aren't really finding ways to move the ball. That's the second punt we've seen of this game. So you got to look at the Highland defense to keep combating this Palmyra offense and capitalize on those mistakes, just like those fumbles. I mean, they fumbled twice already, and Highland has come up with one of them. You got to just protect the ball and avoid that if you're Palmyra. Otherwise, you're good for them, and you got to start making some adjustments on defense if you're Highland.
Compton in the backfield. He'll hand it off to the number 11 as he'll run it up, as that was Case and Osberg, and he'll get brought down after probably a 5-yard gain there, maybe even a little more.
So 2nd and 5 now. Palmyra goes with a little bit of a wing formation, so that tight end is off and to the backside of that tackle.
Osberg with another big run. So very weird kind of offense being ran here by Palmyra. All sorts of players are being brought in to be a little bit of do this, do that. As it looks like, they swapped the running backs to Case and Osberg and not Tyler Spicknall, the number 9, who's typically been taking the run. So Riley Compton is the quarterback here. But I wonder if they're also going to be able to drop a play here with Case and Osberg, who's marked down as a freshman quarterback. There's a snap. He'll fake the handoff. He'll throw it up the middle. Wide open. Caught. It's the number 6. He'll spin out. And he's got some wide open field. He's got a blocker. And wrapped up. He goes in. Touchdown, Palmyra.
So 44-yard touchdown pass. As Highland had multiple chances to tackle him, but they all just slid down and couldn't wrap up his legs enough to make the tackle.
And they will go for 2. 2 receivers on the right. He'll hand it off. Hosberg up the middle. He'll get it. 2 points. 14-6 going to be your score. 4 minutes remaining. We'll take a break and be back here on the Lewis County Scoop.
Litter Feed Incorporated is dedicated to providing unmatched service, building relationships with our customers, and providing animal nutrition services backed by quality products. Stop in today, 103 South Elm Street, Lewistown, Missouri, a founding sponsor of the Lewis County Scoop.
Shelter insurance agent Richard Horner looks forward to working with you on your coverage needs in the Canton area. Together, they'll work to see that your needs are met before something goes wrong. They realize that good customer service goes beyond business hours, so if you ever have any questions about your policies, you can call them at any time. Give the Richard Horner Shelter Insurance Agency a call today at 573-288-3734. That's Richard Horner, your shelter insurance agent serving the Canton area.
Need some fuel in your car and your belly? Stop by Murphy's Gas Station in Monticello, Missouri. With a full menu and daily specials, sweet snacks, and plenty of fuel, they'll help you get through your day and to your destination. Murphy's Gas Station, just off Highway 16, Monticello, Missouri.
Back now as Palmyra converts on the two-point conversion, making the score 14-6 as Highland looks to receive the kick. Hopefully get a little bit more luck here.
Well, you kind of hope for the same result. Just give it to Porter Peters, and hopefully he'll break away for another touchdown. As this time they'll go for a squib kick. Grabbed up there by the number 67 of Brighton Johnson, 6'1", 200-pound offensive lineman, sophomore. And he'll just grab it and fall down.
Kind of a smart play, too, because as he grabbed it, he jumped forward, giving himself a couple more yards.
Yes.
Whatever helps.
I'm glad you picked up on that because I did not notice that. Now I remember that.
Yeah, he fielded it at the 50 and then pushed forward to get
made a little jump. I mean, yeah.
And those little things will help you win a football game. Those little extra yards, because that's one less yard that you now have to get.
So 1st and 10. Here's a snap. They'll hand it to Gauss. Gauss is going to go up the middle. He'll break through a little bit. And he'll probably get a gain of about 3. Yep, I'll say 3.
Second made by number 9. Oh.
Spignall with a tackle. Spignall. It has Missouri Hall of Famer Ronnie Richardson and Paul Sivers getting in a little fake shouting match up here. 2 on the left. Here's a snap. They're going to hand it off to Levi Dent this time. He'll get a big gain on that one, but not enough for a first down.
Probably going to give him 1 yard here.
Now, I thought he got more than that. He came out on the back end of that pile up there. As that was the number 4, Levi Dent on the carry. Now we'll go 1 on the left, 2 on the right. Back in the field. Hedges steps back. He's going to pass it across to Gauss on a screen play. Gauss is going to cut across. He's going to get the first down. He's going to get through. He's almost gone. He's at the 5. Touchdown, Highland Cougars. Christopher Gauss.
Big passing play as he was more from the swing route. He's looking to the outside to try to run up the sideline, but found that lane up the middle. Gauss has been really good this season so far, especially at home. You want to start out getting to the numbers, but he's been finding that middle lane to run up, create some speed, and get into the end zone.
Highland's going to need these 2 points, though, if they want to tie things up, or you're going to be down 2 and possibly more, especially with the way Highland or the Palmyra offense has been. As there's a little floater, a little too much on that one, intended for the 17 of Brock Schneider. Schneider didn't look fully ready for that one. As now it's going to be 14-12, 2:37 remaining. We'll take a break and be back here on Lewis County Scoop Sports.
From feed and fuel to fertilizer and farm supplies, Farmers Co-op has what you need. Call Mike Stauffer at 660-342-6788 and let your co-op keep your farm growing strong.
If your school, team, business, or event needs promotional products, then you need Design It in Canton.
And welcome back. So apparently there was a penalty, and so apparently they'll get another attempt on the 2-point conversion. So sorry to our advertisers. We'll run that ad break again after the 2-point conversion. Hopefully they'll make it quick. Well, as Levi Dent's going to get off the field, too many men on the field for that one. Well, it looks like they got 10, or they're saying they got 10. Well, we'll take a timeout, so you'll have to take a timeout here for this one. We'll take a break. We'll run that ad. We'll be back.
From feed and fuel to fertilizer and farm supplies, Farmers Co-op has what you need. Call Mike Stauffer at 660-342-6788 and let your co-op keep your farm growing strong.
If your school, team, business, or event needs promotional products, then you need Design It in Canton. Design It is a full custom screen printing and embroidery shop. Whether you need a couple of shirts or a couple thousand, Design It can handle the job. They have some of the best designers in the area to bring your idea to life. Come in and see them Monday through Friday, 8 to 6, and Saturdays by appointment. You can also shop their online store at designitapparel.com. That's Design It in Canton.
This broadcast is brought to you by Phillips Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing, provided you're needing heating, cooling, and plumbing throughout the tri-state area. Give Blake a call today at 573-822-4284 or visit them at filupsheatingandcooling.com.
We are back here. Jacob writing down notes. Great job, Jacob. My God. Didn't want you to do it so much, but man, you are killing it tonight. Hedges gets it. He's going to run it up himself. He's going to get wrapped up and brought down. I don't know why you try to run when you're that far back on a 2-point conversion. So 2:37, 14-12 is your score. We'll take another break and be back here with Highland Cougar football.
Arnold's Funeral Homes in Canton and Lewistown have been serving the area community for 5 generations. They're thankful to be an important part of the community. They provide compassionate funeral and cremation services to the community with a focus on honoring the memory of loved ones. They also offer professional and respectful services to support families during difficult times. That's Arnold's Funeral Homes in Canton and Lewistown, family service since 1898.
I'm a Missouri Farm Bureau insurance agent. I'm for working hard for what you get and then protecting what you've got. Your home, your vehicles, your life. I'm for making an honest living and taking pride in what you do, and for giving back to the community I call home. I'm for serving my clients with the respect and dignity you would expect from the farmers that started this company. And though I know you probably hope you never need me, I'm here for you when you do. I'm a Missouri Farm Bureau insurance agent, and if you're a Missourian, I'm for you.
Back now as the Cougars look to kick off after scoring a 45-yard touchdown pass to Gauss, making the score 14-12.
Screen pass, too, on that. A very impressive play there by the Cougars. I'm going to get a drink here real quick. Jacob, take over real quick.
As it's going to be another onside kick. Fumbled around, and Palmyra jumps on it almost immediately. 3 people jumping on it as that ball's going to get knocked around just a little bit. And the Highland defense goes to work now. I mean, you haven't seen too much impressive plays from Highland, but the offense is keeping the Cougars in this one here with 2:34. The score 12-14.
Yeah,
Palmyra
like
Panthers
it's not been, first down play, constant first, few yards and then a first down or something. No, they've just been, they're getting pushed back a little bit. Then they get a big play and they're scoring and keeping up with Palmyra here tonight, which, I mean, is impressive considering Palmyra last week was state ranked. This week, not. As he's breaking through, it is a number 11 of Kason Osberg. And wow, look at that. We've got another game here. As touchdown, Palmyra.
So both sides exchanging huge plays. I mean, back and forth. I mean, you see Highland with the kickoff return and then a 45-yard pass. This one just another huge, what is that? 55-yard rush.
Big play there from the Palmyra Panthers. So it looks like they'll once again go for the 2-point. I kind of anymore. You're up this much. You might as well just go for the 3. But with the way Highlands came up with you might as well keep going for 2 and put as many points on the board.
Yeah, if you put up 2 on this one now you're ahead with a touchdown, extra point, and then also a field goal.
As they hand it off to Osberg again, who'll just run it up the middle, finds a gap, and now it is 22-12. So now Highland down 10, 22-12 your score, 2:21 remaining. We'll take a break and be back here on the Lewis County Scoop.
Got farmland you want to rent out? Contact Austin Braunstein at B&B Farms, a local farm ran by generations of farming. Give Austin a call at 573-501-1151. B&B Farms, a proud sponsor of Lewis County Scoop Sports. Need rock, sand, fertilizer, grain, or feed hauled? Hoeing Trucking LLC has you covered. With over 25 years of experience, we deliver fast, reliable service across the Midwest. Family owned and built on trust, we move what matters safely and on time. Call Hoeing Trucking today, 217-430-0130, or visit hoeingtruckingllc.com. When fall arrives and you're searching for the perfect pumpkin, head to Autumn Harvest Farms just off Highway 24 in West Quincy. With pumpkins, family fun, and more, it's the place to be this autumn. Returning this fall. Don't miss it.
Need an energy kick? Mojo Energy Pouches, only $4.99. Grab Wiley Wallaby Licorice, 2 for $6. Airco reward members get double points on all promotional items. Let's go, Airco.
Back here at Highland High School as Palmyra converts on the 2-point conversion yet again, making the score 22-12. Palmyra up by 10.
Another onside kick right to Brighton Johnson. Goes through his legs. But I don't think it touched him, though. No, it did not touch him. So I don't know why they're saying Palmyra ball. It went right through his legs.
So the onside kick, they're going to say it did touch him. And Palmyra's going to get the ball at the Cougars' 44-yard line.
I mean, it might have grazed his hand or something, but from where I'm standing, it did not touch him. So they'll say Palmyra ball, so they'll get the onside kick. Well, Highland defense will have to go back to work, or else Palmyra is probably going to make this a whole different game, and it'll probably get out of hand. As there's the handoff, it's once again Tyler Spicknell will return to the game. He gets wrapped up, brought down, but I believe it'll be short 1 yard of a first down, so a 9-yard gain for Spicknell.
My number 3.
Real quick, big event coming up Monday, September 22nd, here at Highland High School. Varsity, junior varsity, and junior high softball against Canton in the London's Love for Lewis County game. Be here if you can. There's a snap, the handoff to Spicknell. Spicknell runs it up the middle. He'll get the first down and about 4 more yards after that. So a gain of 5 on the carry.
Snap on number 31, Cooper Jensen.
And Cooper hitting on the tackle. There's a snap, the handoff, and another one again as he's going to get wrapped up, brought down.
Another reverse play there for Miller.
Gain of 4 on that one.
6.
2 receivers on the right, 1 in the backfield. They'll hand it off to Spicknell. Spicknell going to try and run it up. He'll get wrapped up, brought down, and probably a gain of 2 on that one. So 3rd and 1. 3rd and 5. So 3rd and 5 for Palmyra. Cougars need to get a stop here. But Palmyra will probably go for it on 4th down if they can. They're going to fake the handoff as Compton's going to go out the other field. He'll hand it over the head as that pass was intended for the number 8 of Daxton Schluter, but it is no good. 11 seconds remaining in the first quarter here.
10-yard out route. Came wide open on the mid-level there. Just thrown a little bit too hard, a little bit high, right through the hands there of Gibson. So now 4th down for Palmyra, and yeah, the way they've been playing, I'd go for it too.
4th and 5.
This would be a big stand here by the Highland defense.
2 on the right. There's the handoff to Osberg as he's got plenty of room, and he is off to the races. Touchdown, Palmyra. As 4 seconds on the clock, it's now 28-12. As you knew the Panthers would be coming in, and you know they're going to be making every play count. They have definitely done that.
25-yard run.
There's a handoff to Osberg up the middle. And he'll get it. 2 more points. It's now 30-12 as this game's starting to get out of hand. We'll take a break and be back here. 28-12 your score with 4 seconds remaining. We'll be back.
The Wild Tiger Boutique in Canton is your local game day boutique. They offer a curated collection of game day apparel and accessories for the entire family. Their collections include items for the home, jewelry and accessories, and an extensive line of apparel for local high school, college, and Greek life. Now's also the perfect time to check out their Valentine's collection. The Wild Tiger Boutique is open Monday to Friday 8 to 6 and Saturdays 10 to 2. Come in and see them in Canton or shop online at thewildtigerboutique.com, a proud supporter of the Canton Tigers. Shelter Insurance Agent Richard Horner looks forward to working with you on your coverage needs in the Canton area. Together, they'll work to see that your needs are met before something goes wrong. They realize that good customer service goes beyond business hours, so if you ever have any questions about your policies, you can call them at any time. Give the Richard Horner Shelter Insurance Agency a call today at 573-288-3734. That's Richard Horner, your shelter insurance agent serving the Canton area.
As we are back, 30-12 your score with 4 remaining, so this kickoff will probably do it for the first quarter of action here. And so we'll flip the field after the reception from the Cougars, as we'll see if it's another squib kick or if it's going to be, yep, another one. As this time it goes right to, that's the 6 of Ashton Schultz, who will just grab it and drop down on it and places it at the 50-yard line. So, nope, still 4 seconds. As try and make one more good play here for the Cougars to get some momentum and then go and talk about it for a minute. As there's a snap, they have 4 receivers. They're going to throw it out. That was intended for Xavier Santiago, but it's broken up by the number 11 of Kason Osberg. So that'll bring an end to the first quarter. We'll take a break and be back here on the Lewis County Scoop.
This broadcast is brought to you by Corks Carpet Cleaning, providing commercial and residential cleaning services. They are the carpet cleaning choice in Northeast Missouri. Give Eric a call at 573-423-6523.
Shelter Insurance Agent Richard Horner looks forward to working with you on your coverage needs in the Canton area. Together, they'll work to see that your needs are met before something goes wrong. They realize that good customer service goes beyond business hours, so if you ever have any questions about your policies, you can call them at any time. Give the Richard Horner Shelter Insurance Agency a call today at 573-288-3734. That's Richard Horner, your shelter insurance agent serving the Canton area.
Litter Feed Incorporated is dedicated to providing unmatched service, building relationships with our customers, and providing animal nutrition services backed by quality products. Stop in today, 103 South Elm Street, Lewistown, Missouri, a founding sponsor of the Lewis County Scoop.
They're hooting and hollering. It's Cotton Eye Joe on the air here at Culver. I said Culver, but I didn't finish it. Highland High School. I did. As cheerleaders are getting down to Cotton Eye Joe. As we get set here for the second quarter of action. Man, we're not even at halftime, and it's 30-12 your score. Big score out of both schools here tonight. It looks like we'll go 2 receivers on the right, 1 on the left, back in the field. There's a snap. They'll hand it to Gauss. Gauss is going to look to sweep wide. He'll make a jump. He'll gain about 5. Yep, they'll give him 4. I say give him the 5. He made that last little jump there.
The 5.
Nope, they'll give him 4. Well, okay. Weird placement of the ball, but yeah. Yeah, 4.5. Just give him the 5.
Round up.
So 3rd and 5.
This is where you need to make a push on offense.
There's a snap. He's going to look. He's going to roll out. He's going to have to spin.
Gotta get rid of it.
He'll throw it as no one was eligible there, and so now it'll be 4th and 5 here for the Cougars. And we'll see what they decide to do here. And they'll send out Hinton and the punt team.
That'll bring up 4th down from Highland, 4th and 5. Number 59, Henry Snow. With Brunswick.
Well, bless you, sir. Coach Paul Sivers is blowing a big sneeze up here. There's a snap. Hinton gets that one. That one's going to take a good little travel as it gets down. He'll have to catch it over his head. It's the number 8 of Daxton Schluter who caught it at about the 11, and he'll get brought down at the 23, Palmyra 23, I'd say.
Let's see if Highland holds them as much as they did last time. Adam on a 4th and 5. That's when the touchdown came. 25-yard run by number 11 of Asperg.
I think if you hold them to a 4th and 5 here, they won't really go for it because it'll be real bad field position for them. But if you allow them past the 50 and it's 4th and 5, then they'll go for it.
That's just smart football.
It is. 2 receivers on the right, one in the backfield, and they'll hand it off, but there'll be a flag. We'll replay the down, but it'll probably go back.
False start. First start. So full start for Palmyra gives Highland a little bit more a little bit more space to work with now.
Now 11:05, 30-12 your score with now 1st and 15. There's a snap. They'll hand it off. Nope, they'll fake it. They'll pass it out to the 6. He'll get the first down. That's Logan Kroger. And he'll get a huge gain.
Really well played play action pass.
23 to the 50-yard line.
Everyone thought that Spicknall had it, but that's just going to go to the number 6 of Kroger. What a big passing play for Palmyra.
So now they're on the 50 after the 23. There's a snap. Compton's going to hand it off to Spicknall this time, as there's going to be a flag coming from the backfield as he's going to drag a bunch of Cougars with him and get brought down at the 35. We'll see what the flag does here.
Flag's going to be at the line of scrimmage, so I imagine it's going to be holding. Hopefully pulls back Palmyra.
Because if it's a holding, it's going to be from the...
Yep, holding.
So it will be from the spot of the foul.
That'll be a 10-yard penalty from spot and foul.
Wow, break for the Cougars, hopefully there.
So after a big play and yet another big rushing play for the Panthers, they get pushed back 10 more yards. It's going to be 1st and 20 for Palmyra. Woo! As much as Palmyra is up, I mean, I guess you could say they can afford it, but you can't keep doing this because now at this point, Highland's going to get good field position with the turnover.
There's a snap. They'll fake the handoff. Screen pass out. Wrapped up and brought down. So about a gain of 1 on the play. Yes, there's a snap. They'll hand it off to Spicknall. Spicknall going to run up the middle. He's going to get a huge gain, but he'll get wrapped up.
See, the thing with this run play is that it's almost like the lineman for Palmyra is going to peel off from his block up the gap first to be a lead blocker for Spicknall, and that's how they're getting big yards is that lead blocker is coming and blocking that first linebacker and sees giving Spicknall an opportunity to create more space and yard. So now Palmyra is going to be at a 3rd and 7, and they're coming back with these flags and these mistakes. I mean, they're recovering from pretty well.
Compton to the backfield, 2 on the right. Back to his right as well. He's going to hand it off to Spicknall. Spicknall's going to cut wide. He's going to cut up in the middle. as now he's got a huge break. He'll get wrapped up and brought down at about the 15-yard line as they're knocking on the doorstep once again.
So now with 8:57 remaining, 30-12 the score in favor of Palmyra. Another big play. And Palmyra's just making big play after big play here.
8:51 on the clock. Compton steps up. He's in the backfield shotgun. As he'll fake it, he'll screen it out. As had to get low for that one, he's going to run it up. And he's going to get dragged down. It looks like it might have been the number 8.
Highland might have gotten away with one there. As the swing pass was thrown out to the right side. That's getting up. I couldn't see who's got a hand on it, but definitely got dragged down in an awkward way.
Keep the clock running.
On the 4-yard line is Palmyra. Cougars 4-yard line.
I mean, even if they call that, I mean, you're in real great field position. You don't really need to call it. It's a 30-12 game at this point. We'll probably have a running clock after this one in the second half. There's a snap. He'll hand it off, and up the middle, it's once again the 11 of Case and Osberg. That was a big man running it up the middle, a freshman. Quarterback and defensive back on the sheet.
Thank goodness. That's all.
So Palmyra now with the 2-point conversion. I mean, they've converting on every single one except for one of them.
There's a snap. There's a handoff to Osberg. They just can't drag him down as he's in for the 2. You're running out of room there, aren't you?
Yeah, I am.
Yeah, if you need to, I'll have to hand you my sheet, I guess. Hopefully they won't score any more in this half. So 7:59, 38-12 your score. We'll take a break and be back here on the Lewis County Scoop.
This broadcast is brought to you by Phillips Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing, provided you're needing heating, cooling, and plumbing throughout the tri-state area. Give Blake a call today at 573-822-4284 or visit them at filupsheatingandcooling.com.
Snack and save this week at Airco. Snickers and Twix, 2 for $4.50. Haribo Gold Bears, 2 for $4. Tootsie Twin Bars and Butterfinger Bars, just 2 for $4. Dots Pretzels, 2 for $8. And don't forget Combo Stuffed Snacks, 2 for $5. Airco reward members get double points on all promotional items. Let's go, Airco.
Let's go, Airco. Let's go, Airco. Let's go.
Got farmland you want to rent out? Contact Austin Braunstein at B&B Farms, a local farm ran by generations of farming. Give Austin a call at 573-501-1151. B&B Farms, a proud sponsor of Lewis County Scoop Sports.
And another 2-point conversion by Palmyra puts them up 38-12 now with 7:59 remaining in the first half. As Highland looks to receive the next kickoff.
No scores from Milan or South Shelby in Clark County. As another little squib kick. Not able to get it. It bounced off, and Palmyra will get it once again.
And this is where Highland's just shooting themselves in the foot. They're having to play defense the entire game, knocking themselves opportunities here to even play the ball on offense.
I'll tell you who was probably most excited on that sideline. It was Dalton Huffman, who was jumping around on the sideline. I'll definitely be talking with him after the game if I get a chance to. You're happy to see success for a Culver Stockton alumni. I mean, they spent 4 or 5 years in Canton playing college football, but now you got to cheer against them here in this game. But yeah, he's kind of got bragging rights when it's 38-12 right now. As there's a run up the middle, dragged down finally, almost got a first down out of it, but not enough.
Number 9, Howard, stick on the ball for Number 6, Ashton Schultz with the tackle. Again, a 6 on that, moves up second and goal.
Compton with 2 backs in the field, 2 on the left for receivers. There's a snap. Spicknell will get it. Dragged down, and there it is. He didn't get away with that one.
That's a big horse collar there.
That is from the 75 of Brody Rainier. But, I mean, the thing is still, Spicknell's about to get away from you, and you're just going to reach out and try and grab him.
Yeah, but you can't grab up that high. You
No,
can grab
you
somewhere
can't.
at the hip, but
And he takes blame for it. He sat there, patted his chest for it. But, you know, it's a thing in football where it's like you're just going to grab at something and hopefully try and drag the guy down.
Referee stretching of the flag here, no penalty on the play.
Oh, wow. They'll say no penalty on the play. So either they decline the penalty or maybe it's not a horse. I don't know. Maybe he's not. What really officiates as a horse collar? If you grab the jersey.
it's grabbing around that collar. You can grab the jersey and pull on the jersey all you
then
want.
I would say he
But
just got
once you
jersey.
hook your hand around the collar of the jersey, then that's a horse collar as well.
As Spicknell will run up the middle, he'll get a first down as Cougars are just swarming to try and get him to down. As that's, I think, been the biggest thing. They're trying to get him down. He just won't go down.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of gang tackling, and that that lead blocker is helping a lot, coming right up the middle to help out Spicknell.
You know, people yelling at our scoreboard operators here. Poor guys, they're just sitting here trying to do their job. And here's a big run from us, or actually,
Grayson Miller.
yeah, Rayson Miller with a big run there. Touchdown, Palmyra. And 6:30 remaining now. It's 44-12. And I mean, you knew you were going to play a real tough Palmyra school and everything. And again, Palmyra was state ranked last week, just suffered a loss to Macon, who now sits on top of the Class 2 District 7 standings, which I guess we could probably look at that and see how these district standings are going to shape out if I can get the score for the Macon game. You know, there's just nowhere that constantly updates, so. The 2-point conversion is good. 46-12. We'll take a break and be back here on the Lewis County Scoop.
Arnold's Funeral Homes in Canton and Lewistown have been serving the area community for 5 generations. They're thankful to be an important part of the community. They provide compassionate funeral and cremation services to the community with a focus on honoring the memory of loved ones. They also offer professional and respectful services to support families during difficult times. That's Arnold's Funeral Homes in Canton and Lewistown, family service since 1898.
With the winter weather ending, your car is going to need a real deep cleaning, but you can't find the time. Take it to Sharp Custom Detailing in Lewistown, Missouri. They'll make your car look like it just came off the lot. Give us a call at 660-341-1269. From feed and fuel to fertilizer and farm supplies, Farmers Co-op has what you need. Call Mike Stauffer at 660-342-6788 and let your co-op keep your farm growing strong.
Welcome back. I was trying to grab a last quick drink there. 46-12, your score here. Palmyra has exploded out of the gate, but you knew this was probably going to be the way this game went when they're playing with the number 4 on their chest and just wanting to come out here and put on a performance for him tonight. Different kicker it's the same one. It's the 55 of Alex O'Brien. That time he'll actually send it. It'll go out of bounds.
It's going to deflect off a Highland player, so no flag on the play.
Oh, I thought it did, and I didn't see that.
I don't have a 1st and 10 at 22-yard line.
Yet another mistake by Highland on handling the ball. It's going to push back even further now. It's going to field it. They're going to be at the 23-yard line.
The onside kick's been hurting them there. But definitely, I'm not going to say Highland's been playing bad whatsoever. No.
It's just
They're
it's just
playing,
easy mistakes on kickoff.
yes.
You could easily have three
That
more
is the only
possessions to
mistakes
score
tonight
if
is
they
special teams. Special teams have been the only mistakes for the Cougars tonight. But they're fighting a real tough Palmyra team, very skilled Palmyra team. As there's a snap, he'll hand it off to Gauss. Gauss is going to try and sweep out, as this is probably the first offense Highland will see in a while.
It's gonna be a loss of 5.
Yeah. You got to find something else besides the run game, too. I
You're
mean,
gonna have to start trying to pass deep runs.
yeah, and I mean,
I'd say smash concept.
they've tried the pass. It's gotten close. It's just been broken up a couple times, but you got to keep trying. Eventually, something's got to break through. 2 on the left, 1 on the or 2 on the right, 1 on the left. They're going to go screen pass to Gauss. Gauss is going to cut through. He makes away from his man. He's going to come up. He's going to break some tackles. He's going to keep going. He's got the first down. He's at the 50. There's going to be some flags. He'll step out at the 50-yard line. It'll probably drag it back, though. It'll probably be blocks in the back. And there was 2 flags.
So they're not gonna call a rough in the passer because I think that hit in the backfield on the quarterback of Dawson Hedges is a little bit late, but they are gonna call a flag here. We'll see what it
And
is.
it looks like it's going to be the same one. It looks like 3 flags on the field. I bet you it's all for the same thing. So, and it's at the first down line, too.
Yeah, it's gonna be on
Yeah,
Highland.
they're dragging it back. And that's frustrating. All that work, and it's just going to get dragged back.
And it's gonna be a blindside block on Highland, pushing them back even more.
Well, I mean, you look at this offensive line here, Jacob. I mean,
So
junior, sophomore, senior, junior, sophomore, sophomore, sophomore. It's a young offensive line. Yeah, Zarnsman's going to get an explanation for it. They haven't started the play clock yet. Zarnsman's going to talk with Hedges. Hedges is going to head out. All that work, and it's going to drag you back further than what you started. So screen pass worked. The screen passes worked well tonight, but I'm going to try not to unplug a bunch of stuff. Here's a snap. They'll hand it off. It's Levi Dent. He's going to crash on through. He'll get up, but it will be 3rd and probably 11 here.
Nice run out to the 22-yard line. Who's on the scrimmage is in 13.
Nope, he'll make it, so it'll be 3rd and 10.
a little bit of breathing room. You're gonna have to make a nice pass play here, though.
If you can get a quick 10 and out route.
Right here is where you would run the smash concept to the nearest sideline. I mean, ooh, 3 receivers,
Ooh.
4.
5. Nope, we'll take 1 off. Guy was 1 too many. So 2 on the left, 3 on the right. They're going to step back. He's going to throw it up.
Put a fade route.
Way too high on that one. So now it's going to be 4th and 10 for the Cougars.
Now they bring up 4th down.
I mean, a beautiful spiral, though, there from
Yeah, just a
Dawson
little too
Hedges.
power, and I mean, then it was supposed to be going to Porter Peters. He just wasn't looking up at all.
Yeah, he looked up and realized it was way over his head. If he probably looked at it a little earlier, he probably would have seen he needed to speed up. All right, Porter Peters has a touchdown on the night as well with the kick return earlier in the night. It looks like they're going to go with Cooper Hinton, a little blooper punt as it's going to bounce. It'll make a Highland bounce. And they'll put it down at the Highland.
Highland 47.
And there's going to be a flag back on the play.
As this might be big for Highland. As it's in the backfield, and Cooper Hinton looks like he's kind of holding himself a little bit.
Could be roughing the passer. Highland might get a free first
roughing the
down.
kicker.
Or yeah, roughing the kicker.
That's a big one if it is. And he'll go talk to Coach Arnsman. So 4:36 remaining, 46-12 of your score. So it looks like
Yeah, it's gonna be roughing the kicker. So
so they will still give the ball to Palmyra, but they'll assess the penalty after from the. Typically, it's an automatic first down, ain't it?
yeah, usually.
Now, high
Yeah.
school must be doing it differently then. So 4:36 remaining here. It's 46-12. Palmyra now at their own 58. 2 on the right. There's a snap. They'll hand it off to Osberg.
Ooh.
Big hit. I
Oh.
hope somebody got that on camera. And Osberg made a big hit there. And wrapped up, though, by the number 6 of Ashton Schultz.
At the 49-yard line.
Osberg didn't get hit in the right area. I can tell you that much. He's wobbling around.
Yeah, I don't know who got the worst of that. I think it was Osberg because Schultz is still out there. Good wrap up from Schultz, though, too, to make sure he didn't get any more yards out of that. Here's a snap. They'll fake the handoff. They're going to go deep play. Oh, almost. It is intercepted. Levi Dent with the pick.
So this one's going to get
Assisted.
deflected up by a Cougar, and Dent's going to come down with it. Woohoo!
As I can already figure out who had that. It was Xavier Santiago. He had it, but he lost it there, but he was able to deflect it. And
Our first and 7. They're only a 33-yard line.
So now,
comes up with it. Big break for the Cougars.
so now that's 2 turnovers by Palmyra in this game. The first one being on the very first play of the game being a fumble, and now an interception. Trips to the right side.
There's a snap. He's going to step back. He's going to look. He's going to chuck it up. And intercepted by Osberg. So they tried another deep pass, and it didn't end up working. As the big man was just there and able to get up for it. Well, now we just got to back and forth. Let's just do this the rest of the game. Turnover central.
Yeah, you got 4:07 remaining. Nothing hurt.
Two receivers on the left. Here's the handoff to Spicknell as he's going to get brought down short by probably 2.
And going with 3 part years and then the throw Levi Dent.
As Dent with the tackle. So 2nd and 2. Palmyra is finally getting something moving. There's a snap. He's going to hand it off. They'll try it again. Wrapped up, brought down. That time they finally stopped the little double fake there.
So now that's going to bring him back to 3rd and 7.
As Tyson Voth was up on that one. Going to cool off a little bit. I turned this fan off, but it is not cooled off. I'm going to have to get it plugged back in and get it going again. Compton's going to look.
And Highland shoots himself in the foot. It's going to be
They fall for the hard count.
offsides. Yeah.
I was kind of hoping that far judge would have said false start, but nope.
That one's pretty clear and obvious.
It was.
So now
Did you
third
see
and
the way the
two.
center fell backwards? He still had the ball in his hand. He fell back like an armadillo getting pushed down on his back. There's a snap. They'll hand it off. Spickneel's going to run up the middle. He's going to get wrapped up, brought down, but it'll be a first down.
Number 9, signal ball carrier. Tackled by
So 2:47 as they stop the clock for the
across the field.
chains to get caught up.
Yards. Great sit down. 5th and 10.
There's a snap, a handoff to Spickneel. Spickneel going to run it up the middle. He's going to get some room. He's going to get dragged down.
Just got caught there on the shoulder pad. Gets kind of awkwardly thrown down. And Cooper Hinton's going to bring him down at the 40-yard line. Now it's going to be 2nd and 3.
Freshman with a tackle. Palmyra going to line up. 2 on the right. 1 back in the field. As he fumbles around with that one, it's going to be a quarterback draw. He's going to get brought down after first down, runs head first into the 31 of Cooper Hinton.
Tackle at 41. Cooper Hinton at the 35-yard line.
152 and counting. Palmyra up 46-12. Palmyra does have 3 timeouts. Highland with 2. I don't think those will be much of a factor or a score in this game.
There's a snap. They're going to fake the handoff. He's going to step back. He's going to throw up the middle. No one there to get that one. And it'll be 2nd and 10.
Connor Gow's kind of getting hands in his face by the Palmyra O-lineman.
So 132. Whistle.
Highland's going to call a timeout.
All right, we'll take a timeout. We might as well take a break as well. We'll take a break and be back here on the Lewis County Scoop.
Let's go.
Snack and save this week at Erico. Snickers and Twix, 2 for $4.50. Haribo Gold Bears, 2 for $4. Tootsie Twin Bars and Butterfinger Bars, just 2 for $4. Dots Pretzels, 2 for $8. And don't forget Combo Stuffed Snacks, 2 for $5. Erico reward members get double points on all promotional items. Let's go, Erico.
Let's go. Erico. Let's go. Erico. Let's go.
With the winter weather ending, your car is going to need a real deep cleaning, but you can't find the time. Take it to Sharp Custom Detailing in Lewistown, Missouri. They'll make your car look like it just came off the lot. Give us a call at 660-341-1269. This broadcast is brought to you by Cork's Carpet Cleaning, providing commercial and residential cleaning services. They are the carpet cleaning choice in Northeast Missouri. Give Eric a call at 573-423-6523.
And welcome back here. 46-12 your score. 132 remaining. We're close to halftime. Let's get a little faster. Cougars are definitely needing a break at this point. It's been nonstop defense for them as the Panthers have just been marching their way down the field and constantly getting the ball back on the onside kicks. Compton in the backfield, shotgun, 1 receiver to his right, 2 receivers on his right as well. He's going to chuck it down wide open, fake the screen pass, caught, and touchdown. That's the 7 of Jackson Gibson.
To the 25-yard
Rylan Thompson wide open. I don't know where the defender was right there. Just wide open on the 20-yard line.
So what happened there was they faked the screen pass up a little bit, and so he was coming to try and cover that. Instead, left the receiver wide open. And running up the middle and in for the touchdown. $54 to 12, 123 remaining. We'll stay on the air for a little bit. So Jacob, I mean, this Palmyra team just they block well, they run well, they just do not let up. The Cougars are just, about
I mean, they can't get a break on defense.
can't get a break
All
on
they've done is play
defense.
defense this entire second quarter.
You're tired. You've only got as many kids as you've got on that list. I mean, there's not much you can really change defensively to really stop this.
No, not really. I mean, they're doing the same plays as running up the middle. If that swing route isn't open on the right side, they're throwing it deep. But
So we'll see if Palmyra tries it again here with the onside kick. I'm kind of getting tired of it. Let's do something new, something fresh. Or else we're going to be seeing if I'm insane or not. Jacob, have I ever told you the definition of insanity?
no.
Well, it's a little bit better of a kick as they're going to let it pounce. Porter Peters is going to pick it up. He's going to cut back and across the field. He's going to try and run up the middle and lead hit. No flag, though. Because a Panther just came across and rolled over him after Peters went down. It'll be 1st and 10.
31.
In the Highland 31. So Highland's got some work to do with 1:17 remaining. Only one timeout remaining. Palmyra has all three of theirs intact. Thank God they don't transfer over to the second. Drew the offsides, and that'll give Cougars a break.
Placement on the defense. Get a first 5-yard penalty. Take the ball up to the 36-yard line, and it'll be 1st and 5.
So now 1st and 5 for the Wildcats after another flag for Palmyra.
So it looks like they'll go 2 on the right, 1 on the left. They'll hand it to Gauss up the middle. Gauss is going to keep pushing. Gets brought down just shy of the 40-yard line.
Number 7, Briscoe spot there. It's at 4. Makes it across the 40, 2nd down and 1. Brought down by Myriad Panthers.
Now at the 40-yard line. Finally hoping that Highland can convert to a 1st down.
There's a snap. They'll hand it to Gauss. Gauss going to run up the middle. He's going to get pushed back, though. We'll see if they give it to him, and they will. And 46 seconds and counting.
At the 42-yard line. And that's enough yards for us.
So the Cougar 1st down. And a running clock of 40 seconds. Hedges will come out. He'll give the play. We'll have to hurry to formation. 2 receivers on the right, 1 on the left. Gauss in the backfield. There's a snap. They're going to go screen past the Gauss. He'll just get body to the ground.
Pass is incomplete.
They're going to call it incomplete.
So no loss of yards on that.
So now 9 attempts for Hedges, only 3 completions.
After 15 seconds, the clock will stop on an incomplete. So I wonder if Gauss maybe dropped that one when he saw the defenseman coming his way.
Yeah, very dangerous, though, as that almost could have been a backwards pass, which would mean a fumble. Yeah, where is that? That would have been a backwards pass. I'm kind of surprised he called it incomplete.
Well, 15 seconds, 2nd and 10. There's a snap. They're going to hand it to Gauss. Gauss tries, and he'll get swarmed and brought back.
Now,
It'll be 3rd and 10 with 7 seconds and counting. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And that'll bring you halftime. 54-12 your score. Palmyra's up. We'll take a break and we'll be back with a halftime interview after about 2 minutes.
Litter Feed Incorporated is dedicated to providing unmatched service, building relationships with our customers, and providing animal nutrition services backed by quality products. Stop in today, 103 South Elm Street, Lewistown, Missouri, a founding sponsor of the Lewis County Scoop.
Shelter Insurance Agent Richard Horner looks forward to working with you on your coverage needs in the Canton area. Together, they'll work to see that your needs are met before something goes wrong. They realize that good customer service goes beyond business hours, so if you ever have any questions about your policies, you can call them at any time. Give the Richard Horner Shelter Insurance Agency a call today at 573-288-3734. That's Richard Horner, your shelter insurance agent serving the Canton area.
Need some fuel in your car and your belly? Stop by Murphy's Gas Station in Monticello, Missouri. With a full menu and daily specials, sweet snacks, and plenty of fuel, they'll help you get through your day and to your destination. Murphy's Gas Station, just off Highway 16, Monticello, Missouri. From feed and fuel to fertilizer and farm supplies, Farmers Co-op has what you need. Call Mike Stauffer at 660-342-6788 and let your co-op keep your farm growing strong.
If your school, team, business, or event needs promotional products, then you need Design It in Canton. Design It is a full custom screen printing and embroidery shop. Whether you need a couple of shirts or a couple thousand, Design It can handle the job. They have some of the best designers in the area to bring your idea to life. Come in and see them Monday through Friday, 8 to 6, and Saturdays by appointment. You can also shop their online store at designitapparel.com. That's Design It in Canton.
This broadcast is brought to you by Phillips Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing, provided you're needing heating, cooling, and plumbing throughout the tri-state area. Give Blake a call today at 573-822-4284 or visit them at filupsheatingandcooling.com.
As welcome back here on the Lewis County Scoop Sports Facebook and YouTube page, broadcasting you some high school football. As this is your play-by-play Remington Yates, Jacob Jailing is alongside me on the color. However, joining me for the halftime interview is Miss Nicole Wiskirchen, who is the head coach for the Highland Cougar wrestling program. Coach, how are you tonight?
I'm pretty good. How are you?
I'm doing all right. So, you're going into your second season so far this year. What are some things that excite you the most about going into your second year overall? I mean,
Last year, we were brand new. Every wrestler we had, one had done some practicing in youth, but everybody else was brand new. So going into our second season, I'm thrilled to see we're starting where we left off. And so I'm excited to see what those kids can do that already have built that foundation from last year.
And of course, what are some things from last year, first year being head coach and everything, what are some things that you learned and will be bringing into this year?
The things I learned, impossible to talk about because everything was brand new. And Coach Connor is our assistant, and he did a phenomenal job teaching technique to all of our wrestlers. And there's so much behind the scenes that goes on in wrestling that I wasn't aware of. So I've learned a lot of new tips, tricks, things to move forward. A lot more things about coaching from the side.
Of course, actually, some of your wrestlers are wrestling out on the field. They're wrestling out on the field tonight. Brody Rainier, one of them here tonight on the offensive line. But what are some wrestlers you are excited to see compete this year, whether they're from the Cougars or maybe even some of the other schools and everything?
Brody is definitely one I'm excited to see what he can do this year. Colton Lewis comes in as a freshman this year. He has been built by PYWC in Palmyra, where my kids wrestle for you. And I've watched him grow over the last couple of years. So I'm excited to see him come into as a freshman as one of our lightweight wrestlers. All my girls are coming back from next year. So I'm excited to see what they can do. Promise Coulter was an amazing wrestler. And Kaylin became really strong there at the end of season. Elisa Eaton, I'm always excited to see what she can do.
So here's the big question. When does the season get started?
November. Girls start the first week in November. Boys kind of fall in practice the second week. So I have a full week of season practice with girls only, and then the boys join us. And then girls wrestling events start about a week prior to the boys.
So definitely we'll try and get out to some of the events and everything, but it's going to be exciting for this wrestling season. I mean,
Yes.
second year and everything. And I'm just absolutely excited for it.
I'm hoping that a lot more boys join us than last year. We had a small boys team. I'm hoping some of these football boys can jump on board. I know Coach Arnsman really supports the program and really wants the team to join. So I'm hoping some of these boys will jump on and try something new.
And that's something I even told some of the guys, like, I got the practice, some come to some of the practices and I talk with some of the linemen and stuff. And I'm like, guys, gotta look at it. Most of the NFL guys out there, most college guys out there, they're wrestling at the same time. Like when winter rolls around, they're out there wrestling and everything because it helps with your technique and everything.
Yeah. And I can tell you, Maddox Wade, he wrestled with us last year, and you can see a lot of improvement for him on the line this year.
Yeah, and especially Brody Rainier too. We
Yes.
talked about him a little bit. He's just looked like a monster out there on
Brody's
the field.
going to do great this year. I'm really excited to see what he can do this season.
Now, of course, we are the Lewis County Scoop, and there's another kid I'm excited for. He's not a Highland Cougar.
Brady Lair.
Brady Lair.
He's
what
always
a
fun to watch.
Monster on the mat he is. And so it's making me excited for his senior year and everything. Of course, coached by his grandpa, Don Uritis, and his uncle. And so it's just that is a wrestling family. That is what that is.
That is. And you know what? You know who comes in the year after? Is his sister, Brinley.
And of course, she will not be a Quincy Notre Dame Raider.
I hope she stays to be a Highland Cougar.
We hope she stays to be a Highland Cougar.
That's right.
And so that is something that makes me excited. So I mean, just you've got a lot of pieces so far, and you are hoping to get a lot more pieces and everything. Right. It makes me excited that we finally have wrestling, and I hope it continues to grow here in Lewis County.
Me too.
And of course, I love to also give due diligence. A lot of it has started because of Skylar Thompson as well. Skylar started up the Lewis County
wonderful job.
He started the Lewis County Youth Wrestling Program, and actually one of the assistants over on Palmyra, Dalton Huffman, who is also the coach at Palmyra, but he also helps out with the Palmyra Youth Wrestling Club. And, they've just got a big program and everything going on over there.
Yep.
But this has been a wonderful conversation here with you, Miss Wiskirchen, and I'm excited to get out to you some of your all's matchups this year.
We can't wait to see you. I love the support you gave us last year, and hopefully we can continue to grow and have more matches for you to watch in the future.
That was Miss Nicole Wiskirchen, Coach Nicole Wiskirchen. And so we'll take a break and be back here, hopefully, with the halftime show brought to you by Phillips Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing. We'll be back after this.
Old Trapper beef sticks, 2 for $4. Save $4 on select Icon meats. Plus save $2 on Stoker's tubs. Erico reward members get double points on all promotional items. Let's go, Erico.
Arnold's Funeral Homes in Canton and Lewistown have been serving the area community for 5 generations. They're thankful to be an important part of the community. They provide compassionate funeral and cremation services to the community with a focus on honoring the memory of loved ones. They also offer professional and respectful services to support families during difficult times. That's Arnold's Funeral Homes in Canton and Lewistown, family service since 1898.
This broadcast is brought to you by Cork's Carpet Cleaning, providing commercial and residential cleaning services. They are the carpet cleaning choice in Northeast Missouri. Give Eric a call at 573-423-6523.
The Wild Tiger Boutique in Canton is your local game day boutique. They offer a curated collection of game day apparel and accessories for the entire family. Their collections include items for the home, jewelry and accessories, and an extensive line of apparel for local high school, college, and Greek life. Now's also the perfect time to check out their Valentine's collection. The Wild Tiger Boutique is open Monday to Friday 8 to 6 and Saturdays 10 to 2. Come in and see them in Canton or shop online at thewildtigerboutique.com, a proud supporter of the Canton Tigers. Shelter Insurance Agent Richard Horner looks forward to working with you on your coverage needs in the Canton area. Together, they'll work to see that your needs are met before something goes wrong. They realize that good customer service goes beyond business hours, so if you ever have any questions about your policies, you can call them at any time. Give the Richard Horner Shelter Insurance Agency a call today at 573-288-3734. That's Richard Horner, your shelter insurance agent serving the Canton area.
We're back here with the halftime show brought to you by Phillips Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing. Make sure to call Blake Hetzler for all your Phillips Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing needs over in Quincy, Illinois. As the homecoming coronation has commenced, your winners are senior Christopher Gauss and Chevy Sharp. So big honor there, as you know, you'll get to brag to your kids for the rest of your life. I was the homecoming king and queen of my senior year. Oh yeah, let's turn that mic down. Jacob, you've joined me back. Finally, you went off to go get some food. What'd you get? Popcorn?
Yeah.
Good popcorn?
Yeah.
Very good.
Yeah.
Love it. I love it. I love the energy. As the Marching Highlanders are about to get set for their performance, this is kind of where I wish we did have cameras to kind of show this stuff off, but that takes a lot of production, a lot of work. You would know from your time over at the Wildcat Network over at Culver Stockton College.
Yeah, I mean, it'd be pretty cool to see, but, you know, this football game so far, you see the score 54-12 in favor of Palmyra, so you will be getting a running clock coming out at halftime. That clock will not stop unless it's a timeout or an injury.
An injury or Highland's able to put enough points on the board to remove the running clock. But, I mean, you look at, you know, the scoring points for Highland. They've been really good scores. I mean, a 45-yard pass to Christopher Gauss, that made it 12. But, you know, Palmyra scores first, then Peters gets the ball on a kickoff return, and just 65-yard kickoff return. I mean, just very good performance offensively on that end of things, but just not able to have your hand on the ball that much.
Yeah, I mean, Chris Gauss, I don't know why I keep trying to say Connor, but Chris Gauss has 8 attempts rushing, and out of all of those, he hasn't had more than 5 yards on a rush. So the Palmyra defense has been shutting them down really, really well. And the same thing on the passing game. There's been 9 attempts for number 12, Dawson Hedges, and he's only completed 3 of those. And as long as one being that 45-yard touchdown, other than that, he's thrown for -3 yards and then 1 yard. So you got to improve both your running and rushing games.
And, you know, you just got to find the stops. I mean, that's going to be the big thing overall tonight is getting some big stops the rest of the night. But, you know, as much as I would love to cheer on the Highland Cougars and everything, this team is going to be exhausted. I mean, they're going to come. They were stuck on defense the whole first half. They were constantly playing, not much stoppage, not much time to get breaks. This is the first break they're getting the whole game, really, and so they're gonna be tired. You know, you hate to say it, but it's a young team. Their conditioning is not there fully yet. But I tell you what, though, these 10 sophomores and 4 freshmen, if they stick to it and they continue to find their love of the game and everything, once those are seniors and juniors, watch out for the Highland Cougars. In all honesty.
Yeah, I mean, there's potential on the team, but, you know, you can only do so much in some of these games here.
And so the band will get set to perform. We'll take a break. What do you think, Jacob? Should we put it on the air? Let's put the band on the air. We'll just sit back and relax. We'll be back. And that, ladies and gentlemen, was the Marching Highlanders halftime show. As we will take a break and be back for the people asking 54-12 your score. Palmyra leads. We'll take a break and be back here on Lewis County Scoop Sports.
Arnold's Funeral Homes in Canton and Lewistown have been serving the area community for 5 generations. They're thankful to be an important part of the community. They provide compassionate funeral and cremation services to the community with a focus on honoring the memory of loved ones. They also offer professional and respectful services to support families during difficult times. That's Arnold's Funeral Homes in Canton and Lewistown, family service since 1898.
I'm a Missouri Farm Bureau insurance agent. I'm for working hard for what you get and then protecting what you've got. Your home, your vehicles, your life. I'm for making an honest living and taking pride in what you do, and for giving back to the community I call home. I'm for serving my clients with the respect and dignity you would expect from the farmers that started this company. And though I know you probably hope you never need me, I'm here for you when you do. I'm a Missouri Farm Bureau insurance agent, and if you're a Missourian, I'm for you.
Got farmland you want to rent out? Contact Austin Braunstein at B&B Farms, a local farm ran by generations of farming. Give Austin a call at 573-501-1151. B&B Farms, a proud sponsor of Lewis County Scoop Sports. Need rock, sand, fertilizer, grain, or feed hauled? Hoeing Trucking LLC has you covered. With over 25 years of experience, we deliver fast, reliable service across the Midwest. Family owned and built on trust, we move what matters, safely and on time. Call Hoeing Trucking today, 217-430-0130, or visit hoeingtruckingllc.com. When fall arrives and you're searching for the perfect pumpkin, head to Autumn Harvest Farms just off Highway 24 in West Quincy. With pumpkins, family fun, and more, it's the place to be this autumn. Returning this fall. Don't miss it.
Need an energy kick? Mojo Energy Pouches, only $4.99. Grab Wiley Wallaby Licorice, 2 for $6. Airco reward members get double points on all promotional items. Let's go, Airco.
And we are back here on Lewis County Scoop Sports. 54-12 is your score. Well, we got the 3-minute warm up here, Jacob. We probably should have actually maybe took another break, but it's fine. We'll be fine. We could fill in the air.
Well, yeah.
But that was the halftime show for what you could. We had the interview with Coach Nicole Wishkirchen of the wrestling program here at Highland High School. All the halftime shows, pregame shows, and postgame shows brought to you by Phillips Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing. We'll go ahead and run down through the rest of the sponsors as well. Again, this game brought to you by Richard Horner Shelter Insurance, Jeff Whiston Farm Bureau Insurance, Mike Stauffer Farmers Co-op, Murphy Brothers Gas Station, Ayers Oil Company, B&B Farms, Hoeing Trucking, Design It in the Wild Tiger Boutique, Autumn Harvest Farms, and the founding sponsors of the Lewis County Scoop, Corks Carpet Cleaning, Sharps Custom Detailing, Phillips Heating and Cooling Plumbing, Arnold Funeral Home, and Fleer Feed Incorporated. Thank you to all of our wonderful sponsors. Jacob, I heard you went to Autumn Harvest Farms today.
Yeah, I did go.
How was it?
Their large maze is difficult.
Ish.
He's asking for like a total of both peak yards at the end of it.
I don't know how much we got of that. I know we got a good chunk of the scoring ones, but as we are back, we're after a slight interruption there, as Palmyra's back and Highland's back. And here comes the Palmyra coaches back up in the press box. Our videographer for Highland isn't back yet, though. Where's my buddy? Where's my friend? He sits next to me. Nope, that ain't him. Uh-oh. I kid. He'll be back. There he is. We were wondering where he was. Wow. Late. Hold on. We'll be back. Hold on one second. And we are back. I don't know how did I fail to get all three of them? I hit the mute buttons and then I went to unmute them and I failed on the third one. I didn't get it.
I don't know.
Oh well. Well, you're over there. I figured you'd have seen what I did wrong, but nope. All right. Well, so Palmyra got it to start. Yes, they received first. So it'll be Highland to receive here in the second half. Highland comes back out. They're still wearing the good brown and gold uniforms. Very lovely. You can really tell who's who on them. And the Palmyra Panthers wearing white and orange. Beautiful contrast. You can actually tell who's who. I love when jerseys contrast and you can tell who's who. Jacob, what is the worst jersey you think you've ever seen?
Easily, was it? I think it was a Villa or Fonbon my first year at Culver early in the season in soccer. It was a
Fonbon.
black jersey with purple lettering.
That's the same route I was going to go. It's Fonbon. I didn't. Did you? Yes, you did.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I did.
Wow.
That was so tough.
Oh my god! Like night game, purple on black or black on purple, whatever it was.
It was tough.
That was awful. As Squib Kid goes up and rolls.
You're gonna have to force to pick it up.
Xavier Santiago is going to grab it. He's going to try and gain some more, but he's not able to as he gets wrapped up around the ankle and brought down. So, of course, the story going into the game was Palmyra going to be playing with their hearts on their chest tonight for the number 4 of JT Thomas, who suffered a spinal cord injury in last week's matchup against Macon. And so they have definitely showed out here tonight. Of course, in the state rankings, Palmyra dropped after the loss to Macon, but Macon did not gain into the state rankings, but did receive votes. But both Palmyra and Macon are receiving votes. Depending on how the Macon game goes tonight, I believe they're at Hallsville, will determine how next week's state rankings will look.
Yeah, goes to number 7, Chris Gauss. Was in the backfield by number 51.
So Gauss with a run there, not able to gain much on, in fact, a loss here. So 2nd and 11 going to be the play. Hedges will head in the lineup. He's got Dent with him. So maybe 2 backs in the field. Yep, they'll go 2 backs. As it looks like Palmyra going to change up their defense for a possible run play here. 2 receivers on the right. Hedges takes the snap. They're going to hand it to Gauss. Gauss is going to sweep. He's going to cut up the middle as they're not blowing the whistle. He'll finally get dragged down. He'll probably he'll gain 2 on that one.
Gain of a couple, brings up 49. Number 8, actually, Schluter, and number 9, Tyler Spiegel with the tackle from Palmyra.
10-14 remaining. Clock winding down. 54-12 is the score. Hedges will come in with the play. They'll break into formation. So now they'll go back to 1 back in the field. Palmyra with a 3-4 defense, but they bring a linebacker off. Screen pass to Gauss. Gauss gets wrapped up, brought down for a loss again. Actually, they might say incomplete. Yep, they'll say incomplete once again.
I think it's definitely catching that and then letting it go on purpose so that they don't get the loss it down.
If that's what he's doing, a smart level of play.
It's hurting your quarterback stats, but I mean, now you have still a better field
you don't
position.
care about the stats, though. You'd rather not lose the yards at that point. So I would take the incomplete pass and not lose any yards than a loss for, losing 2 more yards and having to fight for those yards back. But it's going to be 4th and 9, though, and it looks like they will punt it. As Cooper hit and will get it. A little squib one, as that's going to land about midfield. It's touched. He's going to get on top of it, and he loses it again. Oh, out of bounds, not able to get it as just late as Brody Rainier almost got a hand on it. We were literally talking about it during the halftime show, too, talking with Nicole Whiskirchen as Brody Rainier. He was one of the wrestlers on the Highland Wrestling program. Man, if he'd have got that one, that'd have been big for him on the night.
Just wish he had a little bit more speed to it. Almost did get to it.
Oh, he was right on top of it as it went out of bounds. If he could have just grabbed down, scooped it up, or just
He
fell
just
on it.
knocked it back in.
Yeah. He'll get back up on the line, though. Palmyra with two backs in the field, two receivers on the left. There's a snap. He's going to hand it off to Spicknell as he'll gain about a couple. So now Palmyra offense will go back to work.
Tackle by number 7, Brock here. After a gain of 2, brings up 2nd and 8. The ball stopped on the 41 line.
So now it's 2nd and 8, ball at the Palmyra 41-yard line. If you're Highland, you got to make a stop coming out of halftime.
There's a snap from Compton. He'll hand it off, and here's a run from the big man. As he's going to get wrapped up, it'll be a Palmyra first down. That's the number 12 of Rayson Miller, a senior.
Tackle by number 10, Heath Feldkamp.
As Feldkamp will make the tackle.
Tackle on the 48-yard line. Gains big enough to get a new set of downs for Palmyra. First and 10.
So two backs in the field again, Miller and Spicknell, and two receivers on the left. Compton in shotgun, takes a snap, hands it to Spicknell, not able to grab him. As he's going to get a huge break, he's cutting across the field. He's going to get to the sideline, but brought down by Xavier Santiago.
Number 9, Tyler Spicknell, the ball carrier. Ran down by number 13, Xavier Santiago.
So Palmyra's marching down the field. They're getting something going.
So Palmyra picking up right where they were last half. Just
There's a
charging down the
snap.
field.
Compton will take it. Sorry, Jacob. As wrapped up, brought down, short of a first down. Looks about the
Tackle by number 7, Chris Gauss, and number 31, Cooper Hinton.
It looks like they'll put him at the 18-yard line there.
Gain of 7 on the play, brings up 2nd and 3.
So they'll go the same, but this time the two receivers on the right. But they'll hand it off to Spicknell. Spicknell will go up the middle. And we'll see if they give it to him. I think they will. No, they'll call him short, it looks like.
Short by maybe a yard, half a yard. Yeah, it's going to be by a yard.
Well, Highland defense could make a stand here.
Number 9, Spicknell, the ball carrier.
But it is 3rd and 1, so at this point you go for the good brotherly shove and
Gain play brings
get the first down. Well, it looks like they won't. They'll go shotgun. With two backs in the field, two receivers on the right. There's a snap. They'll hand it off to Spicknell. Spicknell will get it. And he's going to get dragged down.
Number 9.
Takes it inside. It's down at my leg.
It's now first down. It's going to be 1st and goal for the Panthers.
I'm hoping somebody out there could possibly get me a score for South Shelby and Clark County, as well as Milan and Polo. I don't even know where my phone's at right now.
Brian skipping the ball carrier. Tackle at the 5-yard line by number 31, Cooper Hinton.
So 2nd and 5 on the 5-yard line. Compton in the back, shotgun. Two backs on the sides. He'll hand it off to Spicknell. Spicknell will run up the middle. He's going to get swarmed and brought down, but he'll gain a couple on that.
We have a short one down at the 4.
Immediately getting stopped. He's got hand on his shoulder pad that's going to drag him down. And puts him yet another 3rd down. I mean, Highland's been getting Palmyra too, those 3rd downs. And they're just trying to hang on and put some scores up on the board, hopefully, for the end of this game. I mean, that's all you can really hope for now. As the score is 54-12, 3:39 and counting in the third quarter.
Compton is shotgun, only one back. He's got two receivers. One's going to cut across. Well, we got something going here.
Yeah, there we go. There's a false start. Or illegal motion.
Yeah. We're going to say it better be illegal motion.
5-yard penalty.
I mean, Highland defense just stopped and was like, what's going on? Where's the flag? Pretty plain and clear.
So that'll give Highland a bit of a break. Now 3rd and 9. But the way Palmyra's playing, they'll probably still go for it on 4th down if they don't convert here. They'll hand it off. There's a run up the middle. And they might call him short of a yard.
They're discussing it.
That run taken by the number 8 of Daxton Schluter. So it looks like they will get the stop.
Ashton Schultz. And it's going to be a fumble.
Fumble on the play.
Highland recovers.
Oh, well, that's an interesting development.
Highland recovers. They'll have it.
I'll tell you what, when it comes to the fumbles tonight, Highland has been on top of the fumble recoveries, it feels like.
Mm-hmm. There's now 3 turnovers for Palmyra. I mean, Highland's going to push the ball up there. They're on the 1 yard. They're on less than the 1 yard line.
Yeah, you have got to get a play that gets you out of here and get a first down immediately. You do not want to be stuck in that section of the field.
Might be looking at a safety here for Palmyra. Ooh, the heels are on the line.
Yeah, looks like they'll go to a 4-3 now. They'll bring up 2 of their backs to assist the defensive line. There's a snap. He'll hand it off. Gauss is going to sweep across. He's going to cut through. He's coming up. He's going to face palm. He's getting wrapped down, but he'll get the first down. So exactly like I said, you got to get that play. I was scared there for a second. It didn't look like he had anywhere to get out.
16-yard line.
So it brings it out for a 15-yard run.
By number 59.
And that's his longest run of the night so far.
Tackled by Henley Snow, the junior for Palmyra.
Almost could have broken away for a 99-yard touchdown there.
Yeah. If he didn't get him wrapped up around them legs, because Gauss had a good face palm on him. If he did not get them legs wrapped up, he was gone. Gauss hedges with a high snap. He's going to hand it off to Levi Dent this time. Dent goes wide, but not this time. Palmyra read onto that one, and we're able to bring him down. And it'll be a loss of 2.
Looks like a 14-yard line. Tackle by number 8, Daxton Schluter.
So now 2nd and 12. 15 seconds will probably be the last play of the third quarter.
Yep, 8-7. They better get this off fast. Now hand it off to Gauss. Gauss is going to sweep wide. Gauss is going to break away. Oh, he has gone down the sideline. He's at the 50, the 40, the 30. They're starting to catch up. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Highland!
86-yard touchdown for Gauss. So he's finally finding something, and Highland gets another score. Their first score since 2:37 remaining in the first quarter.
That should be a little pick-me-up. And at the end of the third quarter, too, we'll see how the Cougars go for this one. I think at this point, you might as well test out Cooper Hinton and just go for the field goals. Just test them out for future games when you're going to need them. You've got to run it. I mean, you've got to practice it in the game sense, but it looks like they'll go for 2. Yeah, give Gus a little bit of a break. He went to the sideline, immediately got some water. He is trying to catch his breath. He'll go sit on the bench, and I don't blame the young man. As here's a run from Levi Dent. He's up, and he is in for 2. Hey, we got two running backs on the field making some plays tonight.
Palmyra, 54.
And so 8 on the board. It's now 54-20. We'll return with the fourth quarter of action here on the Lewis County Scoop.
I'm a Missouri Farm Bureau insurance agent. I'm for working hard for what you get and then protecting what you've got. Your home, your vehicles, your life. I'm for making an honest living and taking pride in what you do, and for giving back to the community I call home. I'm for serving my clients with the respect and dignity you would expect from the farmers that started this company. And though I know you probably hope you never need me, I'm here for you when you do. I'm a Missouri Farm Bureau insurance agent, and if you're a Missourian, I'm for you.
Need rock, sand, fertilizer, grain, or feed hauled? Hoeing Trucking LLC has you covered. With over 25 years of experience, we deliver fast, reliable service across the Midwest. Family owned and built on trust, we move what matters, safely and on time. Call Hoeing Trucking today, 217-430-0130, or visit hoeingtruckingllc.com. When fall arrives and you're searching for the perfect pumpkin, head to Autumn Harvest Farms just off Highway 24 in West Quincy. With pumpkins, family fun, and more, it's the place to be this autumn. Returning this fall. Don't miss it.
And after the 86-yard touchdown run by Gauss, or not the Wildcats, it was Highland. The Cougars.
This is what happens when you have to cover 3 schools, Jacob.
I'm
Trust
doing
me.
football tomorrow for Culver, so.
Yeah, you are. So don't try and call them the Cougars tomorrow. Onside kick, that one a little high. I don't think that made it to the 10 that needed.
He fielded one of the 51-yard out.
Yeah, I guess he must have fielded it at the 50 technically and then dropped it at the 49. So Palmyra will get some good field position for this one, but still the Cougars were able to put some more points on the board. And Palmyra still playing their starters. And I mean, it just goes to show the determination by Chris Gauss. As here's a snap. It's going to be the handoff to Kason Osberg as he's going to run it up. He'll get the first down. He'll finally get wrapped up by Porter Peters and brought down after a gain of about 13.
Takes it down to the Highland 36-yard line.
And Palmyra still charging through. They're up 54-20.
11:20 remaining here. 54-20 is the score. Fourth quarter. We're in the fourth quarter now. There's a snap. They'll run it up. And almost another first down for Palmyra.
Brody Rainier.
So Brody Rainier on the tackle for that play. Compton in the backfield. One back with him. He's in the shotgun. He'll hand it to Osberg. Osberg going to try and run up the middle. He'll get the first down. He'll finally get brought down after a gain of about maybe 4 more probably.
It will be that first down. And clock's still going to tick with the running clock. As Palmyra was up by 40 coming into the second half.
There's a snap. He'll fake the handoff. He'll screen pass it out to Daxton Schluter, who's going to get a big gain, and not enough for a first down, but pretty close. And Schluter is slow to get up.
I got just the air knocked out of him.
Yeah, he'll still go to the bench. Because you have to stop play for him, so he'll have to go sit out. I'm pretty sure that is the rule in high school. If we have to stop the game for you, you got to go sit. Go sit for a little bit.
Sit for one play, at least.
At least. I think it's the same with helmets. Helmets are one play or maybe 2. Compton takes a snap, hands it off to Osberg. Osberg gets wrapped up by Gus, and there's a fumble on the play. I think Palmyra got a hand on it, though.
met in the backfield. There was a fumble on the field.
And it's going to stay in Palmyra's hands.
Man,
That ball was just wide open, just sitting there, too.
Gauss almost had a hand on it. I thought a Cougar almost had it, but I seen a little orange on the glove, and I was like, nope, that's a Palmyra glove.
So you had another third down for Palmyra. I mean, Highland is getting Palmyra to a lot of these thirds down, but they're converting.
There's a fake handoff. He's going to throw it up the middle.
Oh, wow,
Wrapped
he
up,
caught it.
brought down. Good catch there by the number 8 of Daxton Schluter.
Page number 8.
Up the middle, but a good wrap up there. I believe that was Santiago on it.
Number 3, Porter.
Now Porter Peters on the tackle there to keep that from going in, but it is first and goal. Well, you got 4 plays to get this.
I don't think that'll be a problem for Palmyra.
Well, and they'll go from shotgun too. So very much a shotgun offense for Palmyra. It hands it off to Spicknell, and it is in for a touchdown, a 1-yard run.
There is a flag on the play, though.
On the field.
Yep, might drag it back. Let's drag it back. Reel it back in, folks. Won't have points yet. Should we get a stoppage of the clock for a flag, or?
I think so, but
Personal foul, face
that's going
mask.
to be face mask on
defense.
Highland.
That penalty's declined. Touchdown.
St. Pauli was in.
Hey, look, we're going to get some kicking.
He has declined. The result of play will be.
What was it from that old SpongeBob show? Patrick said, kicking. I love kicking.
Gas.
71 of Rafe Jones, or 76. Up and in. Wow, I've got to give the man credit. That almost didn't go in. It's Colby Jones, the senior offensive lineman. Puts it up and through the uprights. I didn't think he got it there for a second, but nope, it gets through.
Slaughter up like a wire run. Oh, great update.
Three. Clock's still going to continue to run. As they're going to change possession here. 61-20 is the score of 6:51 and counting. The applause for a second to look at station identification.
You're listening to Highland Cougar Football here on the Lewis County Scoop Facebook and YouTube page.
Hey, welcome back. Thanks for that, Jacob. I needed a water break. So 61-20 is your score with 6:32 and counting. You know, I don't think people were really going to expect a close game.
I mean, Palmyra is a good team. Tough opponent. We knew this coming into the game.
Yes.
So,
Hey, big game tomorrow, though, there, Jacob Jailing. He'll be on the commentary for Culver Stockton football versus Missouri Valley, 6 o'clock kickoff at Ellison Polton Stadium. The old Pumpkinheads come to town.
yeah, the nice night game here.
As that one punted straight to the number 23 of Baxter Ledbetter, who will get up to the 50-yard line before being brought down.
So 5:50 remaining. Let's see Highland offense to make any progress towards Palmyra's end zone. I mean, kudos to Highland student section. I'm gonna be real. Back at my home, if we were getting blown out like this, you'd never see the student section this thick with this many students there at all. So kudos to those guys for sticking it out.
Oh, yeah. Highland student section is still one of the best out there. So you're going to keep Dawson Hedges, which, I mean, you ain't got a freshman to throw out there to play around with when you're down this much. But he is a sophomore, so you still want to give him some reps. Gauss with the run. He's going to run it up the middle. He's got one more to get by as he'll get wrapped up and brought down. Stepped on my own cables there as I was trying to get up in excitement. He'll get brought down. It'll be a Cougar first down. So from the 50 to the 35.
Made at the 35-yard line, and it's enough yardage for another.
4:45. Cougars now have the ball on the 35-yard line, looking to maybe put up another score, which would be nice.
Will we get the Chris Gauss hat trick?
Hockey's coming up.
I know. That's why I made the reference. There's a snap. High snap. He'll hand it to Gauss. Gauss is going to have to sweep right. He gets kind of wrapped up, but not enough. He'll finally get brought down. He might lose a yard on it, maybe half a yard.
I'm going to say he reached out, staying in the same spot.
No gain on the play.
Which, I mean, again, we talk about him. Christopher Gauss is just a determined player, senior running back for this team. I mean, he just does not give up on plays. He's almost always guaranteed to give you yards on most plays, except for the occasion. I mean, how many plays does he lose yardage?
One on the side.
3.
3 out of how many plays on the night?
13.
So 10 plays for gains of yards and big gains of yards at that.
Yeah, his last yards have been 15, 86, 15. So he's definitely changed something in this second half. I mean, he wasn't getting much in the first.
There's a snap. Hedge is going to look deep. Porter Peters is getting wrapped up, and it's intercepted.
Pass interference. No?
No flag, though. I kind of figured you got Porter Peters all wrapped up. He can't come back to make the play. As here comes the number 9, Tyler Spignell, who's finally going to get dragged down, and you're going to get the flags for the horse collars. But I want to know where the pass interference was.
Yeah, that is pretty crazy, and we'll see what happens here.
Yeah, it's going to be a horse collar, most likely, but
I think there's going to be 2 different flags here. I think this might be on either Connor Gauss or Chris Gauss or whoever he jumped in. He just went flying into him and then got body slammed. And then obviously a horse collar, too. A horse collar is going to be at about 11-yard line, or it might just get picked up. Yeah, the penalty they're going to be looking at is going to be at the 20-yard line. Now, I'm surprised there was no pass interference on the play.
He was all
completely
wrapped up. And he's kind of getting dragged, too, away from the play to where that defensive player just was able to reach up and grab it. Maybe we're just not remembering it right. Now we're going to have a conference here. 2:22 remaining. Clock's still going. Fourth quarter. And finally, we're just going to stop the clock. Yeah, there's no point in letting all that time run out. Yeah, here we go. Well, they're going to come talk to Arnsman. Now he's going to go talk to, nope. Personal foul, defense, personal foul, offense, offset.
So both gets personal fouls. Probably unsportsmanlike conduct or roughing. Wait, no, that's hockey. Roughing's hockey. Yeah, just on that last play, Chris Gauss goes up trying to, I don't know what he was trying to do, but then the Palmyra guy threw him down. So I'd say that's a pretty fair call.
Compton is shotgun. He'll take the snap. He'll fake it. He'll step back. He's going to pass it up the middle. Broken up. Boy, the official in the end zone breathed the biggest sigh of relief. He about got bodied out there as he about got caught up in the junction of the pass.
For Palmyra.
You saw it too, didn't you?
Whew, yeah, I did.
The 144 times clicking is we're going to take a Highland timeout.
It's now to call by Highland.
Yeah, so they won't take the clock back to what it needs to be. We'll take a break and be back.
The Wild Tiger Boutique in Canton is your local game day boutique. They offer a curated collection of game day apparel and accessories for the entire family. Their collections include items for the home, jewelry and accessories, and an extensive line of apparel for local high school, college, and Greek life. Now's also the perfect time to check out their Valentine's collection. The Wild Tiger Boutique is open Monday to Friday 8 to 6 and Saturdays 10 to 2. Come in and see them in Canton or shop online at thewildtigerboutique.com. A proud supporter of the Canton Tigers. Shelter Insurance Agent Richard Horner looks forward to working with you on your coverage needs in the Canton area. Together, they'll work to see that your needs are met before something goes wrong. They realize that good customer service goes beyond business hours, so if you ever have any questions about your policies, you can call them at any time. Give the Richard Horner Shelter Insurance Agency a call today at 573-288-3734. That's Richard Horner, your shelter insurance agent serving the Canton area.
And we're back. I'm trying to get you some scores, but I'm not getting anything here for Clark County or South Shelby. Oh, wait. Hold on. I might have a huddle feed here. Well, I'm not seeing a score, though. Oh, God, that scoreboard is all white. I can't read that. So 136 here. Takes a snap. Compton hands it off to Osberg, and touchdown Palmyra. So now it's 67-20. As 112, clock still ticking. Yeah, I can't see anything for this. Oh, wait. So somebody looks to be shut out. We'll try and get you a score from that game. 48 seconds. Looks like Palmyra will try and go for two. Ryan Compton is shotgun. He'll fake the handoff. That will get a whistle and a flag.
Penalty marker on the field.
And it'll probably go against Palmyra.
All right, it's going to be a false start on Palmyra. And I don't think it's going to do really much. 30 seconds remaining.
Yeah. Well, this game's pretty well over, and we'll probably just have a post-game show. We'll try and get you some scores from the area. If I can at least just get the two scores I'm worried about, that's the Milan score and the South Shelby score. It looks like there might be a 0 on the South Shelby board up in Clark County, Missouri. Looks like I have. Yeah, the number 8 of Jackson Schluster gets wrapped up and brought down, so no two-point conversion. As your final for tonight, 67-20. A not happy victory for the Cougars when you needed it, but in all honesty, when you're Palmyra, you're definitely happy with that one. When you're playing for JT Thomas on the night, and definitely the story of the night was winning for JT Thomas.
Yeah, I mean, that's pretty cool that Palmyra got such a big win for their player there. And, big struggle for the community, but not only did Highland come out to help, but also Palmyra helping their fellow conference team out in a challenging time.
And so they'll go across the line, give out the handshakes. We'll take a break and be back here with the post-game show, brought to you by Phillips Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing.
Arnold's Funeral Homes in Canton and Lewistown have been serving the area community for 5 generations. They're thankful to be an important part of the community. They provide compassionate funeral and cremation services to the community with a focus on honoring the memory of loved ones. They also offer professional and respectful services to support families during difficult times. That's Arnold's Funeral Homes in Canton and Lewistown, family service since 1898.
With the winter weather ending, your car is going to need a real deep cleaning, but you can't find the time. Take it to Sharp Custom Detailing in Lewistown, Missouri. They'll make your car look like it just came off the lot. Give us a call at 660-341-1269. From feed and fuel to fertilizer and farm supplies, Farmers Co-op has what you need. Call Mike Stauffer at 660-342-6788 and let your co-op keep your farm growing strong.
Snack and save this week at Airco. Snickers and Twix, 2 for $4.50. Haribo Gold Bears, 2 for $4. Tootsie Twin Bars and Butterfinger Bars, just 2 for $4. Dots Pretzels, 2 for $8. And don't forget Combo Stuffed Snacks, 2 for $5. Airco reward members get double points on all promotional items. Let's go, Airco.
Let's go, Airco. Let's go, Airco. Let's go.
With the winter weather ending, your car is going to need a real deep cleaning, but you can't find the time. Take it to Sharp Custom Detailing in Lewistown, Missouri. They'll make your car look like it just came off the lot. Give us a call at 660-341-1269. This broadcast is brought to you by Corks Carpet Cleaning, providing commercial and residential cleaning services. They are the carpet cleaning choice in Northeast Missouri. Give Eric a call at 573-423-6523.
Well, thank you to our friends up at KMEM. Sorry, Jacob, I didn't know you were going to bring it back. We do have a score from up in up in Clark County right now, 14-8. Game's not over yet, though, it seems like. But Clark County does lead that game. So good news for the Highland Cougars if Clark County can walk out with a win there and keep the South Shelby Cardinals at a loss. I don't have a score for the Milan game. We'll have to find out that one tomorrow. But again, you look at the standings there, Jacob. Milan is behind by not many points. Highland has 21.33 points currently, which playing a Class 2 opponent, that's already going to give you some points because they're a class above you.
Yes.
I think it's about how many points you score against them also helps you, I think.
And I mean, they did put up 20, which has been
20.
more than it has been in the past games. So,
I mean, so if that's the case, then yes, you're going to get some points there. I don't know the exact math equation they use, but Milan has 17 points. South Shelby is behind them with 16.67 points. All three teams 0-3 right now. Highland now goes to 0-4. As we're going to kind of listen in on KMEM, see where they're at. And that's 24 seconds. 30 seconds to go in the game. $19 seconds to go on that one. Well, people are packing up and getting out of here. Again, 67-20, your final score here. Jacob, I mean, overall, Highland still kept fighting through the end. They kept their heads up and everything, and just they kept fighting even through the end.
yeah, and I mean, you just look at it, and, you know, Connor Gauss did have 124. He didn't start off really good at all with rushing. I mean, had 0 yard, then -1, 3, 5, -5, 4, 2, -1, -1, 2. And then he came out at halftime and had 15 yards, then 86 yards, and then 15 more yards. So that helped his running. But, I mean, nothing much you can do if you're not going to score. And, you know, Palmyra showed them why they are way better and they deserve to move up. They probably will move up now, moving to 3-1 on the season. Highland dropping to 0-4 now.
So it sounds like there might be a timeout over at the Clark County game. Again, trying to keep everybody updated on what's going on because it's important and everything. I'm sure a lot of people have already tuned out and everything. I don't think we'll really do a post-game show. We'll kind of see if Arnsman just does come up here and everything. Maybe we'll talk to him a little bit, but I don't know if we'll really talk to him on the air about the game here tonight. We'll see what we decide and everything. Jacob, you kind of want to take a break, collect more thoughts up and everything. Let's take another break and we'll collect up our thoughts. We'll be back with more of the post-game show brought to you by Phillips Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing.
From feed and fuel to fertilizer and farm supplies, Farmers Co-op has what you need. Call Mike Stauffer at 660-342-6788 and let your co-op keep your farm growing strong.
If your school, team, business, or event needs promotional products, then you need Design It in Canton. Design It is a full custom screen printing and embroidery shop. Whether you need a couple of shirts or a couple thousand, Design It can handle the job. They have some of the best designers in the area to bring your idea to life. Come in and see them Monday through Friday, 8 to 6, and Saturdays by appointment. You can also shop their online store at designitapparel.com. That's Design It in Canton.
This broadcast is brought to you by Phillips Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing, provided you're needing heating, cooling, and plumbing throughout the tri-state area. Give Blake a call today at 573-822-4284 or visit them at filupsheatingandcooling.com.
And we're back. Quick update from Clark County. Apparently there is some debate and everything going on about punting or not. As I think Clark County has the ball, and it's probably a 4th down right now as they're trying to figure out if they should go for it. Tackled at the 49-yard line. Midfield. So it looks like Clark County might try for a Hail Mary here. We're about to get the final seconds of the game here. We're going to start tearing down our papers and everything as well. But player of the game, Jacob. We got to discuss player of the game. We should have discussed that when we were off the air.
I'm probably going to go with Connor Gauss.
Chris
He's
Gauss.
pretty, or
You spent way too much time with Connor Gillock, haven't you?
yeah, but I just call him Gilly, you know.
Yeah, I
I don't
know.
know, but yeah,
Chris
he's
Gauss definitely
got 145 yards on the night. That's pretty good.
3 scoring opportunities. Yeah, he had a big night tonight.
But I mean, that's about it from the Highland offense. They didn't really do anything else. I mean, the defense, you know, you could tell they were getting really tired in that second half, and that was probably one of the biggest deals that was going on. They couldn't get the ball on the kickoffs, so they were always just had their backs on themselves and just kept on. You know, they were really tired out, and I mean, Allsburg for
I think Allsburg for Palmyra is the way to go. He had a night. I don't know if you could kind of run down that real quick while I try and listen in on this.
yeah, he started off the night with just a 2-yard rush to open up the game. And then he just went crazy there. 2-yard rush for a touchdown, 55-yard rush for a touchdown, 25-yard run for a touchdown, 4-yard run for a touchdown, 40-yard run for number 12 of Miller. And then Osberg back to a 10-yard run. So he's scoring a lot and really big for Palmyra.
And so the end. So we picked our picks. Chris Gauss, Osberg. Make sure I get it right here. Nope, hold on. We might have had an end here to this other game. Kason Osberg gets the player of the game for Palmyra on the night. Well deserved by both players tonight. Played really hard. Played real good ball tonight. And so that'll be it. Doesn't have an end yet to the Clark County game as there's a flag down. Nope, we have a final 14-8. Clark County takes the win. They will go 1-3 on the season. And meanwhile, South Shelby will fall to 0-4, giving Highland a big break. We just need a score from Milan, as if they got a win there tonight, Milan might overtake Highland in points tonight. But, Jacob, I don't know if we really have any much else to talk about. I don't really think we'll do any post-game interview or anything like that. And so, with that being said, I've been your play-by-play Remington Yates. Alongside me, Jacob Jelling. This has been Lewis County Scoop Sports High School Football homecoming for the Highland Cougars, falling 67-20. Thank you all tonight, and we'll see you all next time. Good night.